Hey, what's up? What's up, CJ? Yeah, you're first. Remember when you used to be like first on every stream? Good times. It was actually around the time when I last did my research, did my last research stream. What's up, Og Luke? What's up, Martin? Alright, let's get into this. Alright, let's see. Yeah, okay, hold on. Oh, wait. You can't see me. I'm using my invisible Oni powers. JK, lol JK. Okay. Okay. I think it's good. I finally got some decent music to go along with this one. The last one I had like a crazy amount of like copyright issues. Because I just basically use a playlist off of YouTube. Hoping I don't have as many of those issues here. I might have to be a little bit late for to put in the credits though. I haven't put those in my description yet. Hopefully that doesn't get me into trouble. So are y'all excited? Y'all, okay, you don't have to contain your excitement now. We're gonna be looking into some more yokai today. It's been a while. I've been talking about wanting to do this for some time now, for a few weeks now, and I just I'm always a little bit nervous about doing these because I have no idea how these are gonna go. But like with stuff like games, I have a decent idea of how those can go, and like you know but for these ones, these are always a little bit random for me. Like in terms of like I just don't know. It's a lot of unknowns here. Yeah, the slit-mouthed woman, aka the what do you call it? Kuchisake-Onna. It's not a game. We're learning about yokai. You think this is a game? Do you think yokai is all games, Medjed? Nah. We're learning. We're learning here. This is gonna be an educational stream, learning a little bit about Japanese folklore, just a little bit. But you might see some of these characters in video games though. It is an interesting little thing though. So I mean, you might have seen in my thumbnail. Number one, we're gonna be looking into Kuchisake-Onna, and number two, we're gonna be looking into Gashadokuro. I wish I had a little bit better. Okay, next time I can like think about. This is a little bit scuffed. I'm trying to do this one a little bit off the cuff, but I think next time I'm going to do a little bit more of the presentation, at least for my intros. What that mouth do? What that mouth do, wife? Well, it just so happens I may or may not have had a run-in with a Kuchisake-Onna before, and may or may not have fooled around a little bit, and you know, as us yokai do, sometimes we like to mingle. You know, when we're single, we like to mingle. I'm sure you humans are very familiar with that, and Kuchisake-Onna, you know, she's let's just say there was a time, maybe not too long ago, maybe like about 4 years ago, when people were all wearing masks. So I saw this very pretty girl that I thought was like really cute, but like, you know, I didn't. She was wearing a mask most of the time, right? So she had like nice eyes and nice hair and all that. And I went in, you know, I went in for the kiss, and then like, you know, I was like, can I take off your mask? She's like, okay. And then And then and then I was like, ah! It was basically, it was like the Joker smile, you know. It was like in Heath Ledger's Joker. It was like smiling from ear to ear, literally. It was like slits all the way across to her ears. Freaked me the fuck out. I'm not gonna get too explicit about how that played out. Let's just say it was not a deal breaker. What the mouth do? What the mouth do? More like what the mouth doesn't do, Dark Flare. That is the answer to that question. More like what the mouth doesn't do, okay? The mouth that big. I don't know where we're gonna go. I don't know where we're gonna go with this. Let's just say, size was not a problem for her. No. Okay. I'm not gonna. That's too bad. I was getting too close. It's getting too close to getting to being really weird. I don't want to get too explicit here. You don't need all the details. But you know, it's just that's just how the life is when you're in the dating scene as a yokai. You're in the yokai dating scene, you know. Single, mingle, then tingle. Yeah, exactly. In that order, Dark Flare. Single, like craft singles. Craft singles? It was a little cheesy. I'd say it was a little cheesy. Mostly because I'm a cheesy guy, you know. Like I like my cornball humor, you know. I'm a little bit. I like to make cheesy humor. So I am a bit of a craft single myself. I am something of a craft single myself. Single. Would you like to meet all? I would like you all to meet my GF. No, don't scream. What was it? What was the girl's name from Mortal Kombat? It was Mortal Kombat. It was Shao Kahn's daughter, right? It was Melina. Yeah. Just imagine like Melina, but you know, maybe not as bad, because it's literally, yes, exactly. You guys know it. Yeah, you just imagine that, but with like the teeth aren't as scary, but it's still kind of scary because it's still like, you know, that's a really big mouth, you know. Face boy. Hell, you know how we do, Dark Flare. You've said enough to paint a picture. Okay, I've said enough. I was a little concerned I might have to go into detail if you were gonna ask me. Just kidding. I wasn't gonna do it. So don't even try. Don't even try. Okay. So, a little bit. I don't like the Wikipedia picture. It's a little bit. I have an issue with like the Wikipedia picture. Barely you can see it. So let's just. I'll show you. I'll just get my browser. There we go. So here is the Kuchisake-Onna, and for reference, I will just show you some images here on Google, because these are much better like representatives of what I'm talking about here. Like, you can imagine something like this. I guess there's a video game on her. On them, I guess. It's not one specific person, I think. Yeah, here's another. Actually, I'm going to use this link. It's yokai.com is a pretty good source. Yeah, this is what they this is a nice image of what you can expect. I like to turn people into cheese. You like to turn people into cheese? How do you do that, Ogluke? How does one do that? Do you do it like scientifically, or do you do it magically? Melina, but with less sharp teeth, but just as aggressive and just as much stamina. Stamina, maybe. She has the stamina of an unreal, which is basically a spirit, a ghost, you know. With the help of Uncle Shio. I need to do something real quick. I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to my playlist a little bit later, eventually. I don't know. But for now, we can just keep going with this. I would like to start it out just with weeding. Oh, I would like to start this out with weeding. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I always get nervous on these. Shio Chizo. What's Shio? Who's Shio? Is this a person I'm not aware of? Shio cheddar cheese. Okay, now I want to know who's Shio. Is this the Shio that you speak of? Are we talking about Hollow Knight, or are we talking about League? Shio Gorath, the full name of Shio Gorath. Oh, an Elder Scrolls character. He's a Daedric prince. That would be what he is. He would be a Daedric prince. What's up, Sion? You ready to learn about some yokai? Okay. So this is what we're talking about. Kuchisake-Onna. Kuchisake-Onna. Of madness and cheese. The Daedric Prince of Madness and Cheese. Very. Oh yes, how could I forget the classic Prince of Madness and Cheese? Foolish me for not knowing of the legend himself. Okay, so here's the Kuchisake-Onna, right? You saw what she looked like. I wish the Wikipedia had a better picture. That's my one beef with this going on. But this is a pretty cool picture in itself, but it doesn't really show enough of what we're talking about. But it does a pretty good job describing what exactly it is. Hold on, can y'all hear my background audio? Oh, you can't hear. Okay, let me fix that a little bit. Audio output capture. No. Wait, how do I do it in my room? I have, what is this? Properties. Foobar. I use the Foobar app. And this is, oh, this is just like a window capture. Okay. Let me switch back to browser mode. Let me add my, is it application audio? Yeah, there it is. Foobar BGM. Damn, you couldn't even hear my cool audio. Let me play it. Let me start it out one more time. Yeah. Why didn't anyone say anything? I'm over here talking about the music. I mean, y'all could have said something about whether or not you could hear my music. Just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, this is I got some pretty cool. I got some pretty cool music here. I found some good ones for this stream. I wish I could find more, but you know, that's just how it is when you're trying to find copyright-free music, royalty-free. Weed 'em out, SpongeBob. Don't think we don't know how to weed 'em out. On today's topic, how to capture and date yokai like a pro. Let's just say that we're not really a thing. Probably not the best. Probably not the best yokai to date. She seems very insecure. Or at least the one I met. Add that one to the lore, why don't you? On today's topic, blah blah blah. Who is this Kai, and why is everybody yoing at them? Yo, Kai-chan. It's like I don't know. That's what some people just do to us Kais. And eventually it happens so often. that we just call ourselves, hey, everyone just says yokai, and then they just started calling us yokai, so it just kind of became part of the name. That's just how that happened. If you didn't know, if you didn't know yet. But you know, if you were ever to read the, there's no music. What are you talking about? There's no music. Okay, hold on. There's definitely some music right now, isn't there? Y'all fucking with me. Never mind, volume doesn't work. What? I'm pretty sure there's music now at this point. I'm pretty sure. You can't. Everyone's saying it. Have you tried turning the music up? Oh, okay. Damn. Damn. Everyone's saying it. Yes, the music is on. Okay. God damn it. This is why Martin is the only one I trust. Now you can't see the screen? Yes, you can see the screen. I can see everything that you're seeing. I know how OBS works. Do you really want to spend like a good 10 minutes of me just being gaslit by chat? Azeb, Sion, Gogluke, and Darflare. I see. I see y'all some jokesters. Y'all some jokesters. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on y'all. I can see the screen but not the text. Wait. What? It's all black. Are you kidding me right now? Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna check right now. I'm gonna go on my other phone. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna see if I can actually, if what y'all saying is true. Okay. Y'all fucking with me. How could you? At 2 CJ? At 2 Sion? I thought I could trust y'all. First you need a bug catching net. Also, hi, I'm Flare. Everyone say hello to Flare. Hi, Flare. Oh wait, how long have you been keeping this a secret from us? I love folktale, especially Nordic folktale. That's great to hear, Sion. Then you might be interested in a little bit of Japanese folklore. And what's up, Trains? What's up, what's up, Trains John? How are you doing today? Yeah. Okay. I need to make sure. I see clearly though. Text is small on phone. It's okay. I'll read it out for you. Don't worry. I'm not. What? You think I'm just gonna make a stream where I'm having you guys do all the reading? No, that's what I'm here for. I'm here so you can just like sit back, relax, have a nice cold one, and I can read to you some Wikipedia and maybe react to some YouTube videos together. You know. A little bit of a guided research, you know. As I learn, I'm also interested in learning about yokai, and you know, why not stream it, you know? And maybe everybody can also learn alongside me, and also I can also fill in a little bit of my own lore. I like to add in a little bit of my own VTuber lore when I do these, because I just happen to be a yokai myself. I see clearly though. Text is small on the phone. That's because you shop at Specsavers, my guy. You got those double scene glasses special offer. Specsavers? Is that a place I should know about? Hi Flare, don't be like Martin. Snitches get stitches. If it wasn't for Martin, we'd just spend the whole stream talking about, hey, is it working yet? Can you guys see? Can you guys see the screen? Can you guys hear the music? Come on. I spent a lot of time curating the finest of shamisen music for my yokai research streams. Okay. Let's get started, yeah? Let me get a little hydrated. I'm a little bit dehydrated already. But yeah, okay. Let's start out with the Kuchisake-Onna. This is easily One of the most immediately like spooky yokai that you can just like see just by looking at her. You can see like, okay, this is one spooky yokai, right? It's like, how do you make that look adorable? Sometimes they make Oni look adorable somehow. I don't know how they do it, but they do. Like in chibi mode, and then you got like stuff like kappa. Kappas are scary as fuck when you actually think about it, right? I've seen like when you describe a kappa, they sound fucking disgusting. They sound like they do crazy shits, and they sound just overall terrifying, right? But then you got like in anime, you see kappas, and they're like cute little like duck creatures that have like turtle shells, you know. But then you got something like a Kuchisake-Onna. How do you make that cute? There's probably ways to do it. I'm sure anime artists, people who can draw anime and stuff, can get real creative about it, right? Let me see. You see, like this looks kind of cute, I guess. You know, relatively speaking, right? So, but still got the spooky vibes, no matter what, no matter how you slice it. See what I did there? Slice it. Oh wait, you guys don't know the lore yet because I haven't read it out to you. So there is a reason why they have scissors, and we're gonna get into it. I swear that's the flute. What do you mean? Wait, that's the flute? Okay, there's some flute. There's a little bit of flute, shamisen flute, and it's not all shamisen and flute music. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find enough like of specifically that kind of music. So there's gonna be a mix of some other kind of stuff in there. Also, Azeb, did you finally beat my high score on WFFR? I don't know what that is. There's a Kata in Yakuza. Wait, which Yakuza? Are you talking about like which game? You don't remember? It's an Easter egg. I can imagine that. Imagine I told you are not him. Wait, what? Oh, are you talking about? Or are you talking to Azeb? Oh, okay, you should talk to Azeb. Azeb training arc. I believe in you, Azeb. I don't know what WFF, whatever that is. WFF what? Wait, what was that again? WFFR. I don't know what that is, but I believe you can get a better score than 8.76. I'm not sure if that's a good score or not. Okay. So, Kuchisake-Onna is a malevolent figure in Japanese urban legends and folklore, described as a malicious spirit or onryo of a woman. She partially covers her face with a mask or other item and carries a pair of scissors, a knife, or some other sharp object. And if you didn't know what an onryo was, I was thinking about doing a video on onryo. That was going to be like my next one, honestly. But it's basically like onryo tend to be just like vengeful spirits. You can just think of them as like ghosts, like usually female. I think onryo are all female. Yeah. Often depicted as wronged women. Right. Just like vengeful ghosts, basically. So, Kuchisake-Onna is basically just a ghost, right? It's like a particular kind of ghost, but just think of it as a female ghost that has a very big mouth. Be my high score on how many big. Okay. She is most often described as a tall woman of about 175 to 180 centimeters. However, some people believe she is up to 8 feet tall. Not as tall as a lot of Oni, but still pretty tall, right? It's about as tall as like some shorter Oni, like me. Let's see. However, some people believe she's 8 feet tall, having long, straight black hair, white hands, pale skin, and otherwise being considered beautiful, except for her scar. Right? That's how I got tricked. All right. That's the problem when everyone's wearing masks. You know, it's hard to. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you just don't know, and then it's just like, If you meet someone who got pretty eyes and stuff, and then they take off their mask, it's like, oh, I was not expecting you to look that way. And this cuts both ways, okay? It's not just how guys react to the ladies, but also she has been described as a contemporary yokai. Contemporary yokai. So this is kind of a more recent one, huh? But like clearly this is an older depiction of it from the 1800s. But I do feel like whenever I see depictions, wasn't that the COVID situation? Yeah, that was the COVID situation on Luke. That's why a lot of the time Kuchisake-Onna do tend to wear masks. So like you can they were a little bit easier to spot before COVID, but like during the COVID situation, they blended in perfectly with like everybody because everybody was wearing masks, right? So it was hard to tell. Although I guess you can tell if she was pretty tall. She was pretty tall. So yeah, you know, probably should have seen it from that point. At that point, you know, once I realized how tall she was for a Japanese girl, she I should have rose a few red flags that she may have been a yokai. I don't know. Yeah, camera's come a long way since 1801. Yeah. I said it's a depiction, right? It's not a camera. It's not a picture. Did I say picture? I meant depiction. Okay. And according to popular legend, she asks potential victims if they think she is beautiful. This is exactly what happens. This is the issue. This is my issue. This was my issue with her when I met her, right? This is okay. I'm not gonna interject too much. Let's keep going. Got caught in 140p. 140p was pretty good back then. You just have to understand. If they respond with a no, she will either kill them with her long medical scissors on the spot, or wait until nightfall and murder them in their sleep. If they say yes, she will reveal that the corners of her mouth are slit from ear to ear, which is aka known as a Glasgow smile. And she'll then repeat her question. If the individual responds with a no, she will kill them with her weapon, and if they say yes hesitantly, she will cut the corners of her mouth in such a way that it resembles her own. She'll cut their mouth in such a way that resembles their own disfigurement. Okay, because that's what happened. I don't know why I misread that. That is what she tried to do to me. All right, that's what she tried to do to me when I hesitantly said yes. I was like, she's like, "Hey, Neo, am I pretty?" And I was like, and she took off her mask, and I was like, yeah, question mark, and yeah, she brought out the scissors, and I do not fuck with that. They're like, hold on, what are you gonna use those scissors for? Thank God it wasn't for something else that I thought she was going to be using it for. I was a little bit scared for a second there. Not that I was that worried. I am as strong as an Oni, right? I am an Oni, aka the most powerful of the yokai. I'm pretty sure, baby. I wish I was that smooth, Martin. I wish I was that smooth. I wish I could have just said that immediately, but I was too shocked. I was too shocked by because she said that. She asked me that question right as soon as she lifted her mask. It was crazy. You had to be there. You had to be there. Like I defy you to take on the challenge of asking out of dating Kuchisake-Onna and then having her ask you this question. And see what I'd like to see how you fare. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Because like pictures are one thing, but when you see it in real life, it's like, oh my god, it looks like that IRL. It's there's more fluids than I was expecting. It's a little too real now. I saw the cute anime depictions and I thought it was gonna be okay. It's like kind of just like a cute disfigurement, you know. But like, you know, it's like, you know, I could get over it if it wasn't for the fact that she reacted with trying to cut my mouth open to resemble herself. That's a level of insecurity that I personally am not. I'm a little too old. All right, some of y'all know how long how old I am. I'm 2024 years old. Okay, I'm 2024 years old, and I don't know. I'm just like a little bit. I'm beyond some of that insecurity. Okay, I'm just a little bit beyond it. I'm pretty IDK. I just got here. What the hell? How do you start a conversation like that? I just sat down. Also, have you heard of the German man who cuts off people's limbs? I'm not familiar. It sounds something. It sounds like something. That sounds like a thing. Can't everyone take part in dismemberment? You don't have to be a German. You have to be German. It's just like, it sounds like a German yokai, right? It's like a German folklore thing. Or are you talking about? Is that a real person? A historical figure that did that? Kind of like I can't think of names right now. Historical figures, I don't remember. Or is it like a Jack the Ripper kind of situation? The German barber? Oh, is this like what the? Is that what the? What do you call it? The like yeah, the killer barber guy. Fuck, what was it? The Tim Burton movie. What was it called again? I can't remember I can't remember my things right now. But like, yeah, is it kind of like that evil barber dude in the Tim Burton movie? Is it similar to that? Is that what it was based off of? Feel free to let me know. Sweeney Todd, thank you. How did I forget Sweeney Todd's name? It's been a long time since I needed to pull that name out of my memory banks. Okay. Okay, to finish off this paragraph though, okay, she will cut the corners of their mouth in such a way that resembles her own disfigurement. I can attest to that. That is personal experience. That is something that has happened to me. But luckily, I am very strong, so she could not do that to me. Methods that can be used to survive an encounter with a Kuchisake-Onna include answering her question by describing her appearance as average. This does not work on every Kuchisake-Onna, but this probably is what gives you the best chance of survival. This is probably going to give you like the best like results overall, because every Kuchisake-Onna is a little bit different. Sometimes average is just about as bad as saying she's ugly or scary. The music in the back sounds like you're about to teach us properly to properly make a wooden 1911 that a wooden 1911 that shoots nails. 1911, is that the name of a gun or something? I don't know guns. Well, first date. A worse first date didn't eliminate the chance of a second. You know, you see, you know, nobody's perfect. The thing is, nobody's perfect, okay? You know, like maybe it was a bad day for her, right? Didn't think. I think everybody deserves a second chance to make a good impression. First impression is not always gonna go well. It just happens. That's human. Or yokai. Yokai are very similar to humans, okay? So when I say that's very human, okay? You can broadly apply that to a lot of yokai. Like I can only say about like 75% of yokai exhibit very human-like qualities and emotions. Okay, so when I say it's very human, I'm mostly describing to the human qualities that all yokai, almost 75% of yokai possess. We're gonna get into like the Gashadokuro, because I think Kuchisake-Onna is a ghost, right? So like she's an onryo, vengeful spirit, was a human at one point. Gashadokuro, this giant skeleton I'll get into later. This thing, not quite human. You might be surprised, even though it has the skeleton of a human. This thing is gigantic, by the way. So like, I'd say that thing is significantly less human than a Kuchisake-Onna. I die first. I'm bad with this stuff. You could just say that she looks average. That's like I'm giving you the game here, man. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a little bit of like I'm giving you the strategy guide on how to handle Kuchisake-Onna. Hey, you never know. You know, you can get used to it. You know, maybe you can fix her. Maybe you can be a better man than me. I don't have the patience for it myself, but maybe you can fix her. I don't know. We all got demons, some more than others. We all got demons. Some of us are literally demons. Even though I know the lore, I'd still die. The only thing fixing her is tape and staples. Some have resorted to those things, Ogluke. When the wearing the mask is not enough. The Kuchisake-Onna legend has been described as dating back to the 17th and 19th centuries during Japan's Edo period. The story experienced a resurgence of awareness in 1970s Japan, when several newspapers and magazines reported on the legend, and rumors surrounding it spread throughout the country, leading to young children being accompanied by groups of adults while walking home from school. Really? It got that serious? I do know that a lot of people in Japan do have a tendency to be very superstitious. Have you all heard of Akamanto? I have heard of that game. I've heard the game, and I heard the game is based off of a real yokai. Yeah, I was thinking about playing it. It is on my list of games that I might play eventually during this month, but that's very low. That's like a very low chance one because I have a pretty stuffed list of games. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to get through all of the games that I have on my primary list, to be honest. But Akamanto is I am thinking about making a stream about the Akamanto as well. But yeah, I feel like Kuchisake-Onna has been kind of like getting a lot of press lately in the past century. Let's say in the past century has gotten way more press than like before. I'll be honest, like the way that Kuchisake-Onna has been modernized, you know, they like to stay trendy, so it makes sense to me. They like to stay fashionable, they like to be pretty, right? So depictions of them are very modernized. I think in the past, I don't know in the past if they ever used scissors. I wonder how long scissors have been around. But like, they tend to be depicted with scissors in more contemporary depictions. Don't play it. It has no save and takes hours. Really? Oh my god. I heard it's like really scary. And you can't save during the games, and it's hard as fuck. So it would be a long stream anyway. Oh no. Don't worry, I've already done my research on it. I am a little bit aware, but I didn't know it was like I didn't know about the no saves thing. That's a new one to me. So I can see why that would take hours, because I have heard people say that beating Akamanto does take them hours. It takes a lot. Apparently it takes way longer than what it would say on the how long to beat. Hey, what's up, Natalie? Welcome to the stream. We're talking about Kuchisake-Onna, which is a slit-mouthed woman who is also a ghost, right? In Onryo, and I'm regaling a couple tales, or maybe just one tale. I'm regaling a tale of one time I had a little bit of a fling with Kuchisake-Onna. You know, me being an adventurous Oni in the past. When I say the past, this was during COVID, because everyone was wearing a mask. Kuchisake-Onna liked to wear masks. So like I could not tell she was a yokai at first. I just thought she was just like every other person that was wearing a mask at the time. And she was a little bit tall though. She was a pretty tall woman. I will get into... This is a pretty short article. I'll read the whole thing out. That legend and its variations. Okay. The Oni article is very long, so I didn't want to read the whole damn thing. Is it the imposter or the real one? Oh yes, back from the basement. I see Natalie. Natalie was in the basement. How was that? How was that experience? Did you have fun in the basement? Okay, I like how there's a dialogue tree here. I wasn't sure if I was gonna read the whole thing, but then I saw this dialogue tree and I was like, okay, we need to get into this eventually. Okay. But okay, before that, I'm gonna read this paragraph here. The legend and its variations. According to the legend, Kuchisake-Onna was a woman who was mutilated during her life, with her mouth being slit from ear to ear. In some variations of the story, Kuchisake-Onna was the adulterous wife or mistress of a samurai during her life. She grew lonely because the samurai was always away from home fighting and began having affairs with men around town. When the samurai heard of this, he was outraged. As punishment for her infidelity, her husband sliced the corners of her mouth from ear to ear. In other versions of the tale, her mouth was mutilated during a medical or dental procedure or by a woman who was jealous of her beauty. In still other versions, her mouth is filled with numerous sharp teeth. Oh, okay, so the Melina thing is kind of accurate, actually. So Melina might actually just be based off of this yokai. Your Honor, the children in my client's basement is... Wait, what? This very well made reference to Binding of Isaac. I've never been in a basement before. I have a cousin with a basement. They do laundry there, and we sang karaoke in there one time, or a couple times. Definitely something down in the basement, but I never survived. Your Honor, my client doesn't believe in responsibility. The version I heard is that she cheated and her husband slit her mouth. Yeah, that is there. See, that's like I think that would be like a modern version of this, a modern version of like this kind of story, this kind of tale. So like, basically, like this kind of like situation has happened multiple times. This is the tale as old as time, right? Guy goes to war, wife gets lonely, has an affair because she doesn't even know if the guy's even gonna come back alive. Sometimes there's reasons, right? People have valid reasons for doing such things, okay? But like, that's not gonna stop the samurai from getting pissed off when he comes back. You think he's gonna listen to logical arguments and he finds out about infidelity? This guy just came back from war. You know, he's you know, everyone's gonna. It's a very touchy situation, and I'm not gonna pass too much judgment on it. I will both sides it a little bit, just a little bit. Though obviously cheating though, just not cool at all. After her death, the woman returned as a vengeful spirit, or onryo, right? It's a vengeful ghost. She covers her mouth with a cloth mask, often specified as a surgical mask, or in some iterations a hand fan or a handkerchief. Yeah, I've seen this one a lot, when they just kind of have like a fan in front of their mouth over like forever, like all the time. Cheating is disgusting. For the most part, yes. Yeah, I agree with you, Ogluke. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna excuse it, but I am going to say that people do have their reasons sometimes. Not to like hand wave it away, but sometimes a little bit of understanding how these situations happen might serve as a information that can help you prevent something like that from happening, just by learning why these things happen, you know. She carries a sharp instrument with her which has been described as a knife, a machete, a scythe, or a large pair of scissors. The large pair of scissors is one that I see a lot in anime these days. She's also described as having a supernatural speed. That is accurate. She was very fast. I am strong, but I am not that fast. So that was a little bit of an issue. She is said to ask potential victims if they think she is attractive, often phrased as "watashi kere," which translates to "Am I pretty? Am I beautiful?" If the person answers no, she will kill them with her weapon. If the person answers yes, she will reveal her mutilated mouth. She then repeats her question and asks "Kore demo," which translates to "even with this" or "even now." And if the person responds with a no, or screams in fright, she will kill the person with her weapon. If the response is yes, she will slice the corners of the person's mouth from ear to ear, resembling her own disfigurement. So, if you're into that, if you don't think that her mouth is a deal breaker, she's giving you a chance, man. She wants equal treatment. She wants to know that you're also, like, you're that okay with her mouth being that way, that you are also willing to have your mouth split open in such a similar fashion. And you can be like, you can be like a cute couple that way. You can be a cute slit mouth couple. It wants to be a lawyer, and her slogan is apparently, and I quote, "You don't have to do the time even if you do the crime." Pretty good slogan if you ask me. You don't have to do the time even if you do the crime. If it works, it works. Been feeling down all day, so this is a great distraction, I guess. How distracted are you right now? I hope I can help you. I hope I can help you be distracted, Ember. That is my goal today. Do you eat bread when you're depressed too? How many breads have you eaten in your lifetime? Ember, I'm afraid that was a JoJo reference. I'm afraid how many breads have you eaten in your lifetime is a JoJo reference. Certified JoJo reference. If you know, you know. But, in that case, yes, always. So, so Ugluke is also not saying, he's also not saying no. I just eat bread when I'm hungry. Such a cute couple, the mouth slits. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And I like how there's like a whole there's a whole diagram here. Asks, "Am I pretty?" You say no, she kills you with scissors. You say yes, takes off the mask, asks, "Kore demo?" And then if you say no, then she cuts you in half. Wait, I didn't hear that part. She cuts you in half? Did I miss that? Did I just completely, like, did that fly over my head? Did she actually say that? Did they actually do that? Cuts you in half? That's kind of extreme. I mean, well, I mean, what's she gonna? How is she gonna kill you? Was she gonna? She's just gonna stab you in the heart or something with the scissors? So either way, you're dead. But in the second time, you're dead by like getting cut in half. I wonder where she would start. She must have a giant pair of scissors. She's gonna cut you in half. She would need to be able to like cut through your skull too, right? I'm assuming the skull is also gonna be cut in half. She's gonna start with like crotch first, or are you gonna start with like skull first? You know, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried. I don't want to think about it. I mean, an adorable couple with matching faces figurines, right? You can have something in common, you know? And like the only thing you'd be like, oh, what if we have kids? Is she gonna mutilate the kids too, so we can be a matching family? You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that at all. I can tell you why. You want to know why? Because she's an Onryo. Don't forget, she's an Onryo. And as far as I know, Onryo can't have kids. They're ghosts. They're literally dead. So you don't have to worry about like, oh, if you have kids, she's gonna be like, oh, we should have them have like matching slit mouths so that we can be like a slit mouth family. Nothing to worry about. Can't have kids. You're good. You're good. As long as you're okay with it being in a long-term relationship, and she's a ghost, so she lives forever. So I'm talking a very, very long-term relationship. where you can't have kids. That's okay with a lot of people these days. There are a lot of people I know who are just like 100% on board with just never having a kid in their life. So that might also not be a deal breaker for a lot of people. I love how the slogan is, it would just hurt a lot. It would hurt. Eat flesh, tastes good. Wait, what are you talking? I love how the slogan is, does he really have his father's eyes? Are you sure? They may be blue, but what if they are periwinkle instead of his father's sky blue? Periwinkle blue is a nice color. Is that something? Periwinkle blue might actually be one of my favorite colors. At a certain time, it was my favorite color, but I don't know if I don't know if it's possible for people to have that color for eyes. Is it? I don't know. I imagine being sliced like scissors going through cloth, like when I'm cutting or sewing. But she's cutting through bones, right? So maybe she's just so strong and her scissors are so sharp that she can just do that as if it is paper. Maybe that is the case. And yeah, exactly. Ogblue. Bone is harder than cloth. Fire alarms just went off. Hold up. Hey, bright side, Embern. Assuming there's no fire, the bright side to that, Embern, is that sounds like a perfect distraction from depression. Fire alarm is going off. Literally the perfect distraction. Glass half full. I hope you're okay. I hope there's no fire where you're at. Scissors would take a while to cut through. But like, have you ever seen Kill la Kill, Luke? Because like Kill la Kill, in Kill la Kill they have like giant, like big scissors, right? There's like one big scissors. It's like the one thing. It's not like multiple. But like the main girl has half of that, and one of her main villains has the other half. And it's gonna be a little. What if it's like that? And like they have anime strength. They could just like instantly slice through you. It could be like that. It could be. Or like most likely, most likely the reality is that she's gonna take her time and it's gonna be as painful as possible. And also most likely she probably will start crotch first, just to make just so she can hear you scream as she cuts through you slowly. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not human. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to be strong enough to fight that off. I don't know. The slogan was for a paternity test shop. Yo, the AZAB lore is crazy. I quite like the don't go to sleep with a grudge, stay up as long as it takes to plot revenge. Pretty good motto if you ask me. That is that's pretty much how all Onryo work, you know? Don't die with a grudge. Just stay as a ghost long enough for long enough as it takes to plot revenge. Oh man, one of these days we gotta do an Onryo research stream. But for now, just a very specific type of Onryo. All the women in my town with kids were visiting the shop. What the hell? Why would all the women in town with kids? Okay, I mean I can kind of see it, but still that's it's a little grim. So wait, is she tangible or intangible? You know how like some ghosts are just like both, either or. It's like Danny Phantom rules. Sometimes you can, sometimes they are tangible. I think it depends on what they want to do. If they feel like picking up a pair of scissors to cut you, then they become tangible in that moment. You know, they're just as tangible as they want to be in any given moment, as long as they can enact their revenge. At least that's how Onryo work, I think. I've seen enough anime. I don't have a whole lot of run-ins with Onryo. There are a few, but I'm saving those stories for when I do the Onryo research. Hear me out. The scissors cutting the cloth or corpse on this case aren't your average dollar store scissors that break when you try to cut fabrics and a needle gets in a way. Instead, magic or something. Yeah, basically what Natalie says. It's gonna be something like, it's a little bit magical. Think Freerin. Have you ever watched Freerin? There's like one girl who has like the magic to cut things. I think her name is Ubel or Ubel. I don't know how you pronounce it in English. But yeah, it works a little bit like how she does the cutting magic thing. I'd be awake for a lot longer than usual if I took that too hard. Oh no. You don't. Yeah, I'll sure you'll be fine. If you're in the UK, there's not a lot of yokai there, so I don't think you have to worry about it too much. But the UK has their own kind of ghosts and folklore and whatnot. You guys had like Jack the Ripper once upon a time. That must have been scary, but I mean, obviously you weren't alive for that one. But I've heard stories over the years. Jack the Ripper, they never caught him. By the way, before you start making assumptions, no, that was not me. I was not Jack the Ripper. Okay, I only heard the stories. When you hear about like a famous serial killer that actually got away with it, with the body count like as large as his, you hear about that like all over the world. All right, that's just how that is. But even I don't know who Jack the Ripper was. I don't know, I'm not very experienced with magic. That's why you should watch Freerun. So they used console commands TCL and TGM. Probably. If I knew what those were, I could probably, I might agree. The scissors are part of their intangibility. I think it's about as much of their intangibility as they want it to be. I think they can pick up any old pair of scissors, and then they can like use that. But I think they have the ability to manifest their own like scissors too. They can just like conjure it themselves because they have yokai powers. I swear to God, that's how she did it. I don't remember how the Kuchi. Let me just call her. Let me call her Kuchi-chan, or Kuchan. Yeah, I'll call her Kuchan. I swear to God, Kuchan pulled out those scissors out of nowhere. Okay, I don't remember her having those on her person. All right, and I think I would have realized that she was holding scissors on her at a certain point when you're fooling around a little bit. I think I would have noticed it. So I feel like she pulled that seemingly out of nowhere. It kind of felt like magic, you know? So I gotta... bro, I want to know where they get those scissors. I'm telling you, sometimes they just pick up any old scissors. I watched Freeman? Nice. So you know what I'm talking about then. I gotta think of it like Sukuna's Cleave. Yeah, very similar to that too. Yeah, I think Sukuna's Cleave is very akin to how it works with the Kuchisake-Onna and with Ubel from Freerun. I love adding it to the lore channel. Thank you. I was about to ask if someone could. Yeah, Ted down the street with the Skelebrogos. Hey, random, but what if every country has ninjas, but Japan's ninjas are so bad that everyone knows about them? But would they be called ninjas though? Because ninjas is a Japanese word, right? So wouldn't they be called like assassins? Right? I mean, that's basically what ninjas are. They're just like stealth assassins. So like, and like, I'm pretty sure every country has assassins. So, like, you're not wrong. I'm pretty sure every country has assassins, but they just don't call them ninjas. And maybe that's why you only hear about them in Japan, because Japan's the only place where they call them ninjas. You definitely don't have ninjas. Hard to go from Vikings to stealth. Someone has not played Assassin's Creed Valhalla or whatever the one with the Vikings is unless like that's the one Assassin's Creed game where you don't have to have stealth at all. That's why you have different branches. Do you think your scissors would be compatible with my left-handedness? If she has such amazing scissors, I would want to use them. You just simply have to find a left-handed Kuchisake-Onna. And they'll have left-handed scissors. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Or an ambidextrous. They might have ambidextrous scissors. Maybe you just have not heard of them because they're so stealthy. Must have been the wind. Must have been the wind. An individual can okay, let's keep going. An individual can survive an encounter with Kuchisake-Onna by using one of several methods. In some versions of the legend, Kuchisake-Onna will leave the potential victim alone, and if they answer yes to both of her questions, though in other versions, she will visit the individual's residence later that night and murder the person while sleeping. Another tactic. Thankfully, I did not have to worry about that. Thankfully, I did not have to worry about this person doing that. Maybe I probably should have been worried, but that didn't happen to me. I think it's like case by case. Like I said, every Kuchisake-Onna is a little bit different. In my case, the one I was seeing, maybe I let her down easy. You know, maybe she only got a little bit aggressive, but she didn't get so upset that she went snuck into my residence while I was sleeping. So maybe I was like one of the good ones. Another tactic is to say that the individual is running late and she will simply bow and apologize, allowing the individual to pass. Holy fuck, I should have tried that. Yo, I'm a little bit upset. I didn't think that would work. What the fuck? That could work? I could have just said I was running late and she would just bow and apologize. That's it? That's the only thing but then again, I'm not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't have tried that. I was just kind of curious to see how things would go with her. I was a little bit curious, okay? I was a little bit. So maybe that's why we had a little bit of chemistry, you know, just a little bit. She said a few things that really resonated with my soul, you know, just a little bit. But you know, that's not all it takes. Sometimes you spend enough time with a person or another yokai, and you spend enough time with them, and you kind of realize what they're really about, and then you kind of realize you kind of don't really fuck with that, you know. And hopefully she won't stalk you to your house and kill you while you're asleep. Yeah, lucky me. I didn't have to deal with that. Other survival tactics include replying to Kuchisake-Onna's question by describing her appearance as average. Yeah, we already said that earlier. Giving the individual enough time to run away. Okay. So that's a little caveat that didn't mention earlier. So, okay, there you go, Ogbluke. In case that ever happens to you, in case somehow you run into this yokai, it's not enough to just say that she's average. You also gotta make sure you run away while she's distracted. Distracting her by giving her money or hard candies. Oh, okay. I gotta keep reading. I gotta finish. I gotta like read all the way to the end of the sentence. Apparently. Okay. Okay. Describing her appearance as average, giving the individual enough time to run away, distracting her by giving her money or hard candies. Spooky time. It's spooky month, you know, not a bad time to have hard candies. And particularly the variety of candy known as Beko Ame. Like these little hard candies are shaped like little fruits. I'm sure any hard candy would work, like those little hard caramels could also work. I've heard Skittles might work too. Doesn't have to be hard candy, but I think hard candy might give you a little bit extra time, you know. Made of caramelized sugar, or throwing them in her direction, and she will stop to pick them up. She'll be like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, she actually did do that one time. I thought she was just doing a Family Guy reference. Like, somebody bumped into her, and I had to, like, give the guy shit for it. But, like, she didn't seem bothered at all. She just, like, went to pick up the candy. She was like, ooh, piece of candy. And I was like, yo, you're a Family Guy watcher too? And she's like, she seemed a little bit confused, but she kind of, like, nodded and smiled. And I guess I think she was just yes-anding me. Or by saying the word pomade 3 times. Pomade? I guess, okay, why pomade? Out of all the things that you're going to explain, why won't you explain this one? Come on, Wikipedia. Am I the only person that doesn't know what we're talking about? We're talking about a yokai. We're talking about a yokai that likes to, we're talking about this yokai right here. Embern. You heard Pomni? See? This is the yokai we're talking about. She has a slit mouth, but most of the time she wears a mask. And when she'll ask you if she's pretty while she's wearing a mask, and if you say yes, she'll take off her mask. This is what a mask looks like. She'll take off the mask, and it'll look like this. And she'll be all like, am I still pretty now? And then and then you have to, without hesitation, say, you are perfectly average. Throw some hard candies at her, then run the fuck away. Unless you actually would say yes. If you say yes, she'll slit open your mouth too, and then maybe you can actually date. If you're interested in dating a Kuchisake-Onna, that's how that would happen. You'd have to like you have to let her slit your mouth open too. Yeah, this is where I got the picture from my thumbnail, by the way. This picture though looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I like this kind of art style. I probably should have gone with this picture. This looks sick. Not gonna lie. Yo, if she wasn't trying to cut my mouth open, you know, all I'm saying is if she wasn't gonna be trying to cut my mouth open, she looking nice. She looked kind of nice. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on the lights in my room real quick. And also chat, remember to stay hydrated. Sometimes Kuchisake-Onna can be a little bit too thirsty, and causes them to act a little bit demicky. You know, they start cutting them. They cut people's mouths open. They'll kill them for saying that for screaming, for showing her very scary looking like mouth. You know, which is like to most people that'd be kind of understandable, but you know. The problem with the Kuchisake-Onna is that they can be kind of thirsty, and the solution to that is to stay hydrated. Yeah, it is pretty spooky. That's kind of why I chose it, because I thought this was a perfectly spooky yokai. It's a very contemporary one. Am I pretty? Sorry, running late for work. Runs away. And yeah, that would work, Natalie. Exactly, that would work. Life lessons. If a woman asks you if you think she is pretty, just say you are late for work, leave, and she'll understand. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. I think it would work on any woman. Yeah, that's what if you have a girlfriend, right? And then like she asks you the classic question, does this outfit make me look fat or something? Just say like, I gotta get to work, honey. I'm sorry. Sorry, honey. I gotta get to work. That's not what this Wikipedia article is saying, but I would encourage anyone with a significant other to try it out. Report your findings for science. Report your findings for science, okay? Let us know. I have a Discord. I have a Discord that where you could perfectly report. Would be a good place for you to report your findings, testing out my theory here. If you have a girlfriend, she asks you the question, do I look pretty today? Do I look bad in this outfit? And if you don't know how to answer, just say, sorry babe, I'm busy. I'm late for work. Everybody in chat would like to know if that would work, or all the guys in chat at least, or everybody with a girlfriend in chat, everyone who's attracted to women. Dual message. Yeah, don't worry about the dual message, Martin. Not gonna lie, those fruit things look. I mean, I want some. Yeah, the fruit things. That's a candy that you see a lot in Japan. Don't worry. If you ever go to like an Asian grocery store, or if you ever find yourself in Japan, you'll see it. I'm sure you will. I don't know if it's purely a Japanese thing. I think a lot of other Asian countries make very similar candy to that. Did I accidentally say pomni? I said pomade. Does this look like pomni to you? Maybe I'll do maybe one of these days I'll do like I was thinking about for Halloween I might do just like a hangout stream where I just do random stuff. As I don't have plans for Halloween. So I might do among other things, I might play some shorter horror games. Something like a Nakamanto. I probably wouldn't spend like more than a couple hours on it. Something like I don't know. I was thinking about saving Iron Lung for like Halloween. It's gonna be like I'm gonna try to see if I can do an all-day stream for Halloween, and like maybe I'll also do some watch-alongs for like stuff like Amazing Digital Circus, because I heard there's a little bit of a spooky episode. What day is Halloween anyway? I don't know. What day is Halloween? I know it's on the 31st. That's the date, but it's on a Thursday. There you go. It's on a Thursday. So if you also don't really have plans for Halloween, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming all day. So, come by. I'm mostly I'm most likely just gonna be playing a lot of video games on that day. Maybe watch along with like the Amazing Digital Circus, depending on. I'm probably just gonna ask everybody in chat and on Halloween if they'd be down for it. It's gonna be like kind of mostly it's just a variety stream. So, yeah, you heard it here first. Oh gosh, no Iron Lung. That game is my worst nightmare. Really? Yeah. That's. I was thinking about doing the stream with Iron Lung, and I was like, this might, because like I wanted to do some games on like Halloween. I don't want to just like do hangout and like just like random shit. I don't know if I just wanted to play one game either. I wanted to do a little mix of everything, and I think it would be perfect to play like 1 hour. Like games that have like a playtime of like maybe an hour, right? So I'm thinking about saving Bad Parenting for that as well. Yeah, but like I'm feeling like Iron Lung is also a game that would scare me too. 31st is right at the end. Yep. That's the last day of October is Halloween. Can I give you a suggestion for a free fun game? Yeah, sure, Sion. Yeah, definitely. I don't mind. If I get my hands on the bird, it is not escaping. like dog, where you at? I'm a princess. I promise I will give you a palace as long as you keep dropping one ounce man eggs. I'm not sure what that means there. 1 ounce? It's a 1 ounce man eggs. I'm a woman, I'll keep an eye out for that. My horrors seem to materialize during the day. Surprisingly say my horrors tend to materialize right before bed instead though. Wait. I don't have nightmares that much anymore. Oh really? Tion wants you to play Watch for Falling Rocks on Kokomas. Watch for Falling Rocks on Kokomas? What the hell is that? I gotta be a little bit careful with what y'all with searching what y'all say. So I'm gonna search on my other browser. Watch for Falling Moss. Kokomas. Oh. Is that a horror game? Doesn't look like a horror game. Yeah, Watch for Falling Rocks. I have like thalassophobia and deep dark water with no knowledge if what lies in there is just freaky to me. Why else would I hate whales? Thalassophobia? Is that like fear of the sea? Oh, fear of large or deep water. I do have a similar fear to that. I'm scared of going. I'm a little bit scared of going on a cruise. Not gonna lie. Like I kind of want to do it just because I feel like it's an experience. But at the same time, I'm like, how good of an experience can being on a cruise ship be? Really, you know, it's like, why not just go to Vegas? You can do all the same things at Vegas, and you don't have to worry about hitting a giant iceberg and experience the Titanic tragedy yourself in real time. You know, like, why would I put myself in that situation? And I also get seasick really easily too. I don't know. I don't see the appeal of cruise ships, but I guess it's like one of those things where like, I feel like in your head, it sounds like more fun than it probably actually is. But yeah, I respect the ocean a lot, and I don't like to interact with it if I don't have to. Yeah, I'll play I have no thalassophobia. I play Subnautica. I mean, like, yeah, in video game form, it's no problem. It's just like one of those things, like, if I'm on a ship and I'm going, like, way out, so far away from the coast, like, I don't think I would ever be able to do, like a cruise ship. Well, no, like a cruise ship along the coast, I could probably do that. But I don't know if I could ever do, like, something that crosses a whole ocean, you know? Crossing the Atlantic, crossing the Pacific, on a boat. That's a little bit much for me. I'll play right now, please, you'll love it. Search W game. It's crazy and fun at the same time. You can definitely play it. Please become a Watch for Falling Rocks fan. Maybe at the end of the stream. Cruises kind of scare me too. I'm not scared of boats or being in water, so I'm not sure why. I just think about the movie, just like the Titanic, you know? It's like, I feel like that could happen to any cruise ship, couldn't it? Yeah, or a small boat. Just like the idea of just like being at the mercy of like the vast ocean. Like crash landing into the ocean also scares the fuck out of me, like from a plane, you know? Like, just imagine being in the middle of an ocean. I think to me, it was a combination of seeing two movies at a very young age. I probably shouldn't watch that young when I think about it. Like, number one, Titanic, obviously, right? Like, holy fuck, that's crazy to see as a kid. Imagine being on a cruise ship after watching that movie. I would have been freaking out. Number two, though, was Castaway. I also saw Castaway at a very young age. And I'm like, yeah, Castaway is very scary. Imagine being in that guy's shoes, where you're just like on a fucking deserted island. You don't even know if there's anybody who will ever pass by and see you and rescue you. I'm more scared of a boat sinking while I'm inside and then getting trapped in the water with who knows what. with who knows what. You're gonna be trapped in the water. Like, you don't have to worry about with who knows what when you're trapped in the water, because you're probably gonna drown. not to say anything that might, trigger your fear. But I don't think I'd survive underwater long enough to see who knows what. And by who knows what, I'm assuming you're talking about the Kraken. Or an umibozu, which is another yokai, which I'm gonna make a research stream on eventually in the future. I really do want to do like a stream on the umibozu. It's an interesting yokai. Oh no. But it's real. Don't fear being on the ocean in it though. Yeah. Just like it being in the middle of the ocean is scary to me. Like, just that. Especially if like, I don't know, just like, I feel like it takes balls to cross an ocean. It takes really big balls to do that. I just watched the Titanic. Why would they get on? Why would you get on if they have not seen the movie? Yeah. Why would the people in Titanic go on the Titanic before watching the movie? They should have seen the movie of the Titanic before they went on the ship. Maybe then they would have realized what was going to happen. My dad used to own a boat when I was younger too, and I have been on numerous after that. I don't get very seasick, so I don't know why. Oh, see, that's lucky. The fact that, like, if I didn't get seasick, I probably would be more likely to try out ocean stuff, but just the fear of like being in the middle of the ocean, which is fucking huge again. I don't know. Even if I was immune to seasickness, I don't know if I could still deal with that. I don't get how people can just do that. I love the ocean. You look underwater and it's just black. Yeah, like, as much as I like One Piece, I don't know if I'd ever want to be a pirate, like, unless maybe I had superpowers like devil fruits and shit. If devil fruits are real, then maybe I would want to be a pirate. What a fantastic idea. What a fantastic idea. I can listen to cruise horror stories while writing the script. There you go. I was about to say something, but then I realized you would have a heart attack number. Okay. So let's see. Let's see if this is any different over here. No, this is pretty much the same. Okay. So, translation: the slit-mouthed woman habitat. The habitat of the Kuchisake-Onna is Kuchisake-Onna. I keep saying Kuchisake-Onna because they just look like such One-san sometimes. Like One-chan. Their habitat though is it tends to be dimly lit streets and alleys. So if you don't want to ever be caught by a Kuchisake-Onna, don't find yourself in dimly lit streets and alleys. Yeah, probably a good rule of thumb to not be in those in general, if you can help it. Diet? They have no diet because they're ghosts, though they do enjoy hard candy, as we've mentioned before. Appearance: Kuchisake-Onna is a ghost of a woman who was mutilated and has come back to wreak vengeance on the world. Her name comes from the deep, bloody gash which runs across her face, grinning from ear to ear. She appears at night to lone travelers on the road, covering her grisly mouth with a cloth mask, a fan, or a handkerchief. Okay. We already went over some of this, so I will skip over to... Okay, yeah, this origin story. I wanted to get into this. The spirits of the dead who were killed, in particular, the origin is that there are spirits of the dead who were killed in particularly violent manners, aka abused wives, tortured captives, defeated enemies. They often do not rest well. The Kuchisake-Onna is thought to be one such woman. However, during the Edo period, a large number of Kuchisake-Onna attacks were blamed on shape-changed kitsune, playing pranks on young men. Sometimes you gotta watch out. Sometimes it could just be a kitsune. Kitsune, they like to fuck with people. Oh, that was going to be the next research stream. Kitsune was really high up on my list of yokai to research. They're so fucking interesting. They're very similar to Oni, but just like way less scary. But still pretty scary sometimes. During the 20th century, the blame began to be placed on ghosts, serial killers, and simple mass hysteria. This resulted in an explosion of Kuchisake-Onna sightings all over Japan. Over the years, clever young people claim to have outsmarted the Kuchisake-Onna by delivering quick, confusing answers, or by throwing money or hard candy at them. Throwing money at them? Cash confetti! And Sayaka's a reference. Thank you, Mr. Moneybags. You taught me how to avoid getting killed by a Kuchisake-Onna. This buys enough time to escape from Kuchisake-Onna's wrath and lose her in the darkness. So, not much here. Very simple origin. It's not as much as like the Oni. Take my money. Also, I'm late for work. So a Meowth is her perfect counter. Yeah, you can just use payday. yeah, Ember, and I hope we've been doing a decent job distracting you. Yeah, thumbs up. Send it to Discord. Or the meme of the guy blending in with the shadows. You can only see his eyes. Yeah. Oh, what are you talking about? 12 years before the Titanic, a man wrote a book about a ship named the Titan that sank in roughly the same area, and then a whale comes straight at you from the dark. It's like that meme of the guy blending in with the shadows and you can only see his eyes. Okay. I see. It's like, yeah, what is that meme? I feel like I've seen that before. Let's see how much candy we can get in that big old mouth. Yeet! just like a bunch of candy. Just like falls on the ground and he's like, ooh, piece of candy. He just like picks at it like a chicken. Like a chicken picks up like seeds. Take this, demon. Throws money. Yes. What a surprise. Money solves yet more problems. I'm sorry, but I'm broke, so I am not giving it up. That's why you got to carry some candy with you, Sion. All right. When if you ever go trick or treating, I don't know if you're still trick or treating, but like whatever candy that you have left over, you pick out all the best candy, take it all out of the bag. Whatever you have left over, just keep that on you. Just keep that the rest of that candy on you. And if you ever run into a Kuchisake-Onna, just like throw it all out there. Just throw it out there. And just fucking dip. We all collectively broke here. You're not fucking wrong. You're not fucking wrong. That's for sure. There's a new meaning to throwing money at the problem. It's the same meaning, but it has different applications. You'd be surprised how useful a tool, how useful a technique it is to just throw money. Takes very little skill, but it solves a lot of problems. But then you start having another problem, that you ran out of money and after you throw it all out. 8-foot tall demon woman pecking at the ground. Exactly, yeah. You imagined it, didn't you, Martin? That's I've just pictured it in my mind too. It's fucking hilarious. See my nan's OP. She's above meta. She carries candy on her at all times. She's prepped. Hey yo, no cap. Oh, candy. Candy now has the same meaning as money. I guess I'm bringing candy to the mall. Hey, Kuchisake-Onna, want some candy? Opens trench coat. POV Luffy after seeing a blonde guy, womanizer, harasser, smoking 4 cigarettes, and speed running stage 4 lung cancer. Wait, let him cook. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. I love a good One Piece joke. I fucking love One Piece. I wish I got to talk about it on my channel more. Hey there, stranger. What you? Hey there, stranger. What you buying? Ha ha ha! Thank you. What are you selling? Hey there, stranger. I got some candy. I fucking love the merchant from Resident Evil 4. That guy has like the best voice. I like both versions. I like both. I can't do the second. I can't do this. The remake version guy. The remake guy. His voice is a little bit harder for me, but like, I'm so used to like the original Resident Evil 4 merchant voice. Kuchisake-Onna. Let's see what comes up on YouTube. Ghost Guy 2. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I remember now. I remember it all. I've played this game, Ghostwire Tokyo. Man, I wish I could have played this game on stream. But yeah, this is Kuchisake-Onna were a fucking pain in the ass to fight against. Yeah, this is. Yep, this is okay. This is basically the most realistic depiction of them. This is what they look like. I recommend this game, by the way. Crazy good game. It can be scary. Yeah, fucking terrifying. Hey yo, but like this game is fucking crazy. If you haven't seen it, is that Lady Dimitrescu? Yo, Lady Dimitrescu, also 8 feet tall woman. Wait, did Embern leave? I gotta get going. Thanks all for the distraction. Have a good night, Embern. I'm glad we managed to distract her. All I know, but me and Azeb know each other in IRL, and we both know that joke from a bunch of memes from Pinterest. Wait. You just retyped Azeb's meme? Wait, Azeb already said that? Oh, wait, did he? Did I? Maybe I missed it. Or was it like reworded? But this time with like Luffy. Wait, you actually know each other? Never mind, it's normal then. It does look like Lady Dimitrescu when I think about it though. But yeah, these are always like a pain in the ass to deal with in this game. They were like mid bosses. Anti-Poltergang. What's up? What's up, Ganubo? Hello. We're learning about Kuchisake-Onna. So here's a little brief video. Probably gonna tell us basically everything that we already saw. If I can't find anything that's like new, I'm gonna move on to the next yokai.
During the Japanese Heian period, around 1,000 years ago,
oh, the little animation's nice though.
Woman. She was the object
Can you
of
hear?
Everyone's affection, and she knew it.
Yeah, you guys can hear.
She would
right?
walk around
Yeah.
town and ask those who stared, "Am I pretty?" The samurai was not happy with the attention she was eliciting, and when he discovered she was being unfaithful, he
Oh,
had
wait.
to pay.
Wait, she did this in her life?
One day, armed with a knife, he attacked her.
Oh, damn, she didn't even have like
Pressed
the
blade into
excuse
her
of being...
cheek and slit her mouth ear to ear.
Hold on, so she didn't even have the excuse of like, you know, being lonely while her husband was in war. She was just doing this behind his back. Damn. Why was then why is she seeking revenge for I mean, okay, granted this is a very harsh punishment for just doing what she's doing, cuz so far she hasn't actually cheated on the guy, but she's very much implying that she was about to. You just caught her before she could. Damn, she's bad. All right, Gano. See, okay, Gano. If you think the Kuchisake-Onna is bad, you think she's bad. Here's the little game plan. Okay, you got to tell her she's pretty. That's the thing you got to do. You got to tell her she's pretty. Step 2, you got to let her slit your mouth open, ear to ear, just like hers. All right, and then you can have a successful relationship with the Kuchisake-Onna. Okay. Downside is you also got to have the same mouth. That's the only way it'll ever work. Because if you don't let her do it, she's either gonna kill you, or she's just gonna do it while you're not looking, while you're sleeping. She's gonna slit your mouth while you're sleeping or something. And by then, maybe things will work out if you can forgive her for that breach of trust. I can beat her blind. Oh my god. Well, if she ever does that, she probably deserves it. Because she's fucking trying to kill people. Or give them face disfigurements. So you'd be rightfully justified. Stop matching face disfigurements. Neo, stop matching face disfigurements are so 15 minutes ago. Take the dead body. Wait, what the hell? That's crazy. Damn, Gano was fucking saying some crazy shit. What the fuck? Dead body. It's not gonna be a dead body. She's already dead. She's a ghost. Yeah, and she's like, if you ever kill her, if you actually do manage to kill her, she's probably just gonna fade into nothingness. So that's not gonna work. There is a Junji Ito inspired point and click game. Oh, are you talking about Martin? Are you talking about World of Horror? I was thinking about playing that, but I've been hoping it's gonna go on sale, but it never goes on sale. Yeah, I do want to play World of Horror. I was thinking about playing that eventually, but there's so many other good suggestions for other games that I decided against that game specifically. Is it thinks it's funny to spam my phone with memes day by day? Yeah, I have friends like that. Or at least I had. It's not a thing my current friends do anymore. We all got a little bit. We all grew out of that. Some people don't. Actually, I tend to be the person that spams like messages to people. Not necessarily memes, just like random shit I see. She has some crazy scissors. They could even cut the toughest fabrics, no problem. Yeah, she even sells it on like as seen on TV, like promotional commercials. It's better your punch would go through her.
Leaving her with a bloody, twisted grin.
Yeah. Who will think you're beautiful now?
Oh, is that how that played out? So this is the first. Is this the first Kuchisake-Onna?
Angry spirit named Kuchisake-Onna, the slit-mouthed woman.
Angry spirit.
In the late 1970s, a countrywide panic broke out after numerous
But like,
people claimed
she was the one who was being unfaithful.
More police officers were assigned to night duty. Students were
That's crazy that they have like.
pairs after school.
It's crazy that they actually had police.
Precautions to avoid this
like
vengeful spirit, because any encounter would be dead.
I do think that's actually kind of crazy that they deployed police in response to yokai sightings. Isn't that crazy? I didn't think the Japanese people took yokai that seriously. I thought I assumed that like most people would just be like hey, make sure you get home early, right? No, they're actually deploying police to make sure everybody gets home safe. All right. Over yokai. I don't think I've ever heard of this being a real thing. Y'all see the Junji Ito X Sanrio collaboration? I don't know if I've seen that. Junji Ito Sanrio X Sanrio. Oh, it's like Tomie. That's cool. Yeah, actually, I'll go show this in the browser. Yeah, it looks like this. Pretty cool. Interesting. Tomie is a very eye-catching character, isn't she? Much like I from what do you call it? Oshinoko. It's like a character that you could put on a cover of a manga and like just instantly generate interest in your manga. That's pretty cool. I never heard of that. Thanks for letting me know about that, Azeb. But I should ask my brother if he can get me something like this from here. What was I can't find the. Oh, here it is. I want to see like the full set. I kind of want the poster. Or maybe, no, the framed poster would be too expensive. Holy shit. $200 for that? Or like maybe, wait, what is this? Is that wall scroll? Wall scroll would be cool. This is actually, no, that's a folder thing. That's why it's so cheap. Okay. I'd like to get one of the wall scroll or something. That's cool shit. I'm into that. I'm into that. Beta tester. World of Horror is the name of the Junji Ito point and click game. Yeah. World of Horror is I've seen some people stream World of Horror before. It's a roguelike, right? I think I heard it's a roguelike. That's kind of the reason why I didn't really I didn't want to play it for Halloween or for Spooky Month because I wasn't sure how well roguelike would work for the kind of format I'm trying to do this year and this Halloween and this Spooky Month, you know, because I kind of just wanted to play a bunch of like horror classics. Into what? AO Con 4? I'm into the merchandise. I'm into the merchandise. Tomie is Tomie is underage. I'm not into Tomie. I'm just acknowledged that she's a very eye-catching character. Very eye-catching character. Who's into? I said I'm into the merchandise. Did I not just show the merchandise on stream? There's some pretty cool merch. Some cool posters, wall scrolls, whatnot. You can catch me in 4K. You won't catch shit. Everything you quote unquote catch is a red herring.
Since it was common for people to wear such masks to prevent the spread of germs.
Yeah,
you will assume
it's more common nowadays after COVID.
Then
but before, it was only Asian countries that had a lot of these mask things, just throughout the year.
No. She will pull out her long pair of scissors and kill you on the spot. And if you say yes, she will bring her face closer and peel back her mask to reveal her disfigured mouth. Am I pretty now? No matter how you respond afterwards, your fate will remain the same.
Wait, really? Oh,
However,
this video.
Few school children discovered a way to
This
trick
video
Kuchisake-Onna.
is a little
When she
bit
asks
more
a
vague.
question, responding with an
We
ambiguous
know
so-so,
she might split you in half,
confuse her long
crotch
neck
first,
with
all the way to your
say,
skull.
Do you dare to try your luck? Beware the wrath of Kuchisake-Onna. Thank you for listening to my
Something to
channel.
watch out for.
Like
Something to
and
watch
share
out
this
for. I don't know if there's like any particular specific story. I wonder.
Is a vengeful ghost.
I want to hear the History Channel one.
Goes after children in particular. She'll ask them a question.
Exercise.
And if you get the answer right,
Where she's
then
asking
you're
your
safe.
children if she's pretty.
Trouble is,
That is kind of problematic, isn't it? Why is she asking children? That's true. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even realize that. I don't remember seeing in any of the Wikipedia article or the other thing that she does that for children, right? It's Wait, what if she's like, "Hey man, you're learning about yokai?" Yeah. I'm learning about Kuchisake-Onna. But like I think this is a pretty like I think there's not too much to this yokai in particular. So, I'm probably gonna move on to the next yokai after this video. It doesn't seem like there's much to say. I was hoping there's going to be like a specific story, but it only seems to be like the one story of like of a samurai having been cheated on, and then he cut his wife's mouth open from ear to ear because he got jealous, or he got upset of her infidelity, and not jealous. That's not the right term. And then she died and came back as an onryo, specifically a new breed of onryo called the Kuchisake-Onna. But yeah, welcome Koa. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. The kind of stuff that goes on the 3 a.m. History Channel. I know, right? Yeah, apparently Kuchisake-Onna, real
There is
thing.
no right answer.
I mean, when you think about it, there's a chance that this could be real. This could be a real person. 8-foot tall woman with like her mouth is split open ear to ear. That sounds like it could be real, you know? It's not that unrealistic.
That would tell us something is wrong. But
I'm just enjoying the depictions, the video depictions of like the situation.
As a courtesy to everybody else, you wear a mask until your cold is gone.
They
So
called
that
me
in itself is
crazy.
No cause for alarm.
8 foot, yeah, exactly, you know.
Case of Kuchisake-Onna. It should be.
Why does she keep going to children? Why is she doing this to children actually?
Stature, all look attractive, and she will ask you the question, "Am I pretty?"
Hmm? Oh, I gotta be careful with this one. I can't keep going with that. YouTube just gave me a warning about potential copyright issues. Sorry. If you got a little bit if you were enraptured with that one. About this one. Yeah, I guess History Channel is no go because they're actually that actually could be copyright. Damn. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. That makes a lot of sense for a moral to learn from that. She kind of bad though. My last words be like, you see that Mortal Kombat meme with the guy goes like, she kind of bad though, but it wasn't a girl. God damn it, she's a sister of Dolce Kami. Hey, Kuchisake-Onna, you've been talking to children lately? Let me know. I'll talk about it on the radio. I think it's just a warning for kids to not interact with strangers. Good point there, Koa. That's actually pretty good. It's a good take right there. I'm sure that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But it got to the point where they were having like Japanese policemen like patrol the streets, you know, because so many people were like claiming sightings of this particular yokai on dimly lit streets. POV celebrities when they get too popular. Believe in self. Go, go, go. It's released too short. All right. Nice trains. I'll check it out. I'll check it out soon. Wait, there's a meme for this. I'll get it real quick. Okay. 8 foot tall. Never mind. I'm legging it. I'm not gonna fight that. Oh, the 8 foot tall is the part. Is the part that scares you, huh? It wasn't the part where she holds giant scissors and she's an actual fucking ghost. A ghost with giant scissors. That wasn't enough to make you run away. Yeah, I'm stupid. That makes a lot of sense for a moral to learn from that. Yeah. About to go to a lecture in an hour. All right. In that case, I think we've explored as much as we could with Kuchisake-Onna. All right. Seems like a pretty simple yokai. Not a lot of crazy stories, you know, compared to like, you know, something like an Oni, which has like a lot of stories. I can probably do a part 2 of the Oni research stream. Because there's a particular Oni that I wanted to do a little bit more research on that were like famous. But we looked a little bit into Shoot and Doji. But there was another one that I wanted to look into too, but didn't have a lot of time for it. Amazing for cutting fabric of all kinds, including human flesh. I mean cotton. Kuchisake-Onna. Please have a seat. I'm Chris Hansen. Please have a seat right over there. Please have a seat. I'm Chris Hansen. Hear me out. That's almost 3 feet taller than me. That's horrifying. I know. And that's like the same height as me. And I'm a pretty short Oni. Alright? Oni are not supposed to be 8 feet tall. We're supposed to be like 10 feet tall or like 15. We're supposed to be huge. So I'm a short king for as far as Oni are concerned. They're like the same height as me. I was like, damn. Nice. Human female. Same height as me. That's a plus. Then I realized, oh, probably should have realized it at that point. She was definitely another yokai. Well, foolish me thinking I could find a woman my height. But, yeah. Do be like that sometimes. Do be like that. You think you find a nice girl that's wearing a mask, turns out to be a yokai. And then it's like, okay, well, I mean, she's still kind of cute, and you see her, even if you see her mask off, you know. But that's not enough. You say that she's cute. Either way, you know, it might give you a little bit of a shock at first. So obviously, there's gonna be a little slight hesitation, and she takes that the wrong way. And either way, I find out even if I did the right dialogue text, you know, choice. If I chose the right choice, I'm still going to either I'm going to have my mouth slit open, just like hers, or I'm gonna have my whole body split in half with her giant pair of scissors. You see how big these scissors are? She could easily do it, and she's a big woman. All right, is it worth it? No, I don't think so. I don't, just because she's a little cute. I don't know. What are y'all talking about? But I would kill to even meet an 8 foot tall woman. You would? Why? Why is that a goal for you? I'm curious. It is Gromit. Did you hear of all the mask fishing during COVID? Mask fishing, is that a thing? Is that like what, people just like taking off other people's masks? Damn. If they did that around the Kuchisake-Onna, they would have had a bad time. That would have been a bad time for them. Yep. Maybe that's why I didn't hear about it. Maybe all the people that were doing the mask fishing, they ran into this particular yokai, and you just don't hear about him anymore. Did that tree just speak Vietnamese? Split me, baby. Martin, what do you mean, Martin? Hey, yo, Martin, what do you mean by split me? Yeah, that's a good question. These are the real questions. I will ditto Sion. Martin, what exactly do you mean? Class is waiting. And while you prepare your answer, I'm gonna move on to the next yokai. All right. So this is, honestly, to me, I think this is one of the coolest looking yokai in pictures. I thought it was so cool. I had a T-shirt that actually looked just like this. It had this exact painting actually. Let me see. It was this Gashadokuro. A T-shirt. What was it? Uniqlo. Yeah, I had this T-shirt. Look at this shit. That shit was sick. Too bad T-shirts don't last forever. But that's how I first found out about this yokai. But I never really knew the name. I just thought it was a giant skeleton. I just thought it was a cool picture, actually. I didn't know it was a yokai in general. But I should have assumed. I should have assumed. because I actually have seen this particular yokai in the past. Back in the days, back when I was living in the mountain in a cave. I'll get into it after I read what some of what y'all are saying. Y'all hear of all the mask fishing, blah blah blah. Oh yeah. Kuchisake would be so shocked if someone removed her mask. I like you know what I mean, and I resent your dirty thoughts. Wait, Martin. You say you resent our dirty thoughts, but if you're saying that we're not having dirty thoughts, then what are you saying then? Are you saying that you say, hey, split me, baby, please cut me in half with your giant pair of scissors? You say baby to that? And it is, yeah, Gano, it is Sans. Yeah, it is like I was kind of messing around. I was memeing a little bit with my little thumbnail on this for this skeleton guy. I put a little blue eye in his left eye. not I know it's a little bit of clickbait. It was a little bit of clickbait, but I thought it was a funny little joke. I thought it was a funny little meme. Split it in half like one of those Gojo memes. Oh shit! Damn! Spoiler alert! Good thing I know. Good thing I'm all caught up on that shit. You know, if we're talking about being cut in half, what was the baby part really necessary? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, same outlook exactly. Why do you have to say baby to that shit? Nah, I was just projecting. Okay, Martin gives you the side eye. Oh, hold on. Where's the eyes emote? I need to make sure you get exactly what emoji I was thinking about. The side eye. All right. Whatever you say, dog. Yep. He wants to have a babe that have a bab t equals y, I assume. A what? He wants to have a baby? Maybe. But you can't have baby with her. She's a ghost, literally. Okay, so Gashadokuro. Literally just a giant skeleton. These things are terrifying, actually. I didn't recognize when I saw the t-shirt, but because it looks a little bit different in the t-shirt. It looks really cool. It doesn't even, I guess it kind of, when I really think about it, it does look like a giant skeleton. But I have seen one of these in the past. Back in my days as a mountain yokai, I've been around for a long time. If you haven't noticed, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm 24 years old. So I have seen plenty of yokai in my day, back in my time, Sonny. Yeah, and I never really got close to one of these things, but I saw one in the distance. One time I was just kind of like getting out of my my Oni cave, my mountain cave, getting a little bit of fresh air, right? And you know how I had a thing about Oni. We used to live in mountains, in particular. We used to live in caves and mountains. And so so one time I was just getting out of my cave, just wanted to get a little bit of sunlight, just get a little fresh air, right? And I just kind of was like, nice day to be an Oni. Yokai things, don't you know? And then I saw in the distance a giant walking skeleton. It was just walking around. I had no idea what it was doing. I didn't want to know what it was doing. All I knew is when I saw it, it was very far, so I didn't really get that good a look as how big it was, but I could see it. It was like I was pretty far away from it. Okay, I was in the fucking mountain, very far away from civilization, And this fucking yokai was fucking just walking around, crushing everything beneath it, destroying towns, just walking through, strolling on by. It was kind of heading in my direction when I saw it, and I was like thinking, yeah, I don't really want to fuck with that. So I went back in my cave, felt a little bit of like a little bit of an earthquake, kinda. I was kind of hoping that my cave wouldn't cave in, you know, like it wouldn't just like, you know, wouldn't just like cave in, like rubble like falling from the ceiling and shit, and like filling the cave and shit. It's mostly just hoping that wouldn't happen. It did not. Lucky me. And it just passed by, and that was my experience with Gashadokuro. So you think giant skeleton not that scary until you actually fucking see one in person, and I think these are actually way scarier than a Kuchisake-Onna, because Kuchisake-Onna are fucking cute sometimes, and these are not cute ever. These are not cute ever. They're just modern society, we see skeletons all the time. We see sands, we see papyrus, and we think, oh, like funny skeleton dudes, huh? Spooky, scary skeleton. Da 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 da. You know, it's like we have songs and stuff, but if you actually see this in person, even an Oni can get scared of one of these motherfuckers. Hold on, am I a little bit to the side? There you go. I'm gonna rotate myself a little bit. POV Martin when he shows up to the male life and to the male wife competition and sees Hero. Sees Hero. So from translating what Azeb said from mathematic terms to English is that Martin would like to give birth to something. You should send this regular ass skeleton. Which is the art? Oh yeah, where is regular ass skeleton? He would be perfect to interject on this. He would be the perfect person to talk to. It's like, hey, regular ass skeleton, what do you think about this giant ass skeleton? What's your opinion on these guys? Have you ever met one? I'd like to know, as a skeleton, I'd like to know what he thinks of the giant skeleton. I don't think he's on Discord, so no bad. I don't think I can ask him. I have to hope that he shows up during the stream. Vtuber and a caveman. I'm an Oni. Onis live in caves. That's just what we do. I'm an Oni Vtuber. I'm not a caveman. I'm a cave Oni, which is just all Oni. We all just live in caves. That's how we do. He's as old as the dinos. I'm 2,024 years old. So, yeah. I exaggerated a little bit. I don't think I ever really saw dinos. I think I saw some dinosaurs right before they went extinct. But I don't know if today people would call those dinosaurs. They're just like megafauna, you know? And like all the megafauna died out except for like elephants and shit. And whales. People kept hunting them. They were like, ooh, monster hunter, and then they just kept killing the giant animals. And they're all just gone. Except the most useful ones. We almost got rid of the whales, too. We got really close to that. But, you know, governments had a problem with it, you know. People are like, oh, then we're about to drive these whales to extinction. And I'm like, I'm a yokai, you know. I see things. I'm 2,024 years old. I've seen things go extinct all the time. It's nothing to me. But, you know, I guess it makes sense. A lot of people would feel some type of way about that these days. Maybe they regret killing off all those those animals in the past. I don't know. Not gonna get into it. When they be dancing on your mountains, they do be scary. Exactly. I don't think he was dancing. He was just walking across on top of my mountain. He just like walked across, and even that was scary. I would have shat my pants if that fucking beast, that fucking monster, this fucking giant ass skeleton thing was fucking doing the skeleton dance. You know, the spooky, scary skeleton dance on top of my mountain, on top of my home. You imagine that? That'd be horrifying, all right? Spooky, scary skeleton. That shivers down your spine. Why am I acting like this? The lyrics are like hard to remember. Chat, the stream has so much neo lore. That's what my yokai streams tend to be, Natalie. I tend to this is like That's kind of why I don't really want to do them so often, because I don't want to make up too much lore, because I might have, I might give away too much too early. I like to keep a little mystique, you know. I need to spread it out, a little bit of lore here, a little bit of lore there, you know. Just wait until I start doing wait until I do the Kitsune stream. Kitsune stream is gonna be crazy. There's gonna be a lot of stories about Kitsune. Probably Onryo too, but I'm not sure about Onryo. Send shivers down your spine. Don't say song or me and AZ was gonna start rapping. God dang it, fine, goo goo gaba gaba gee, goo goo gaba gaba gee go go. Oh my god. You're not even rapping, you're just saying goo goo gaba. Okay. 2024, what the hell are you doing in YouTube? I don't know, man. Hey, I don't know. 2024 years old. They say that you don't have. It doesn't matter how old you are to be a YouTuber. Okay, you can be a YouTuber at 90 years old. You can be a YouTuber at like 15 years old. You can be a YouTuber at 10 years old, right? I think what was it like? I think what was that? Like Marquez Brownlee was like a teenager when he first made his first like tech review video, like MKBHD. There's also that one dude who was like that one little kid that was like playing like Sonic the Hedgehog, and he was going like, "Oh yeah!" What was that go again? Was it kid plays Sonic? Oh yeah. What was? That's not it. That's what that I was not expecting some of those results. I don't know why. I don't know what I was expecting. What was it? What was the kid's name? Was it Sammy Sonic Fan? Yeah, Sonic Adventure. Was that it? Yeah. Where's the? Yeah. See. Okay, that's enough of that. But yeah, you don't have to be. It doesn't matter what age you are. You can be any age you want. The point is, you can be you can be a YouTuber at any age. That's the point I'm trying to make by showing that video. Especially since the giant skeleton is an Undertale's fan. Yeah, especially ever since that game came out. Yo, what about my good stuff? I'm sure that's a good example. Is that another Sammy Sonic fan reference? I don't know all of them. I just know that particular clip because I've seen it a few times. Some people have sent it to me. It's funny. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VODs for other yokai streams just to fill the lore channel. Then there's only one other yokai stream, Natalie. It was just my my Oni yokai research stream. It's just the one. You don't. There's not a lot that you have to go back for. So, but you're the same age as Christianity. Isn't that interesting? That is pretty interesting, isn't it? I am kind of the same age as Christianity when I think about it. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not, you know, it's a coincidence, pure coincidence. Don't think about it. My birthday, what another funny coincidence, my birthday happens to be on December 25th. That also happens to be my birthday. Funny coincidence. Not gonna get into it though. Not gonna get into it. Okay, so let's get into this. But you know what I will get into though? I'm gonna get into reading about the Gashadokuro, which literally translates to the rattling skeleton, which doesn't sound that intimidating when you just read that. So I embellished it a little bit in my thumbnail. I put the giant rattling skeleton because the giant part is what makes this thing so terrifying, and also gives it this it's probably the most distinct, descriptor of this particular yokai. It's gigantic, also known as Odokuro. I could never pronounce it that way, so I always pronounce it Gashadokuro. Are mythical creatures in modern Japanese mythology. The Gashadokuro is a spirit that takes the form of a giant skeleton made of skulls of people who died in the battlefield or of starvation/famine. While the corpse becomes a Gashadokuro, the spirit becomes a separate yokai known as a Hidarugami, and is 10 or more meters tall. Only the eyes protrude, and some sources describe them as burning yellow or green. And here's a little bit of a personal excerpt from yours truly, Neo the Oni, who has actually seen one of these in the distance. I swear to God, the one I saw had a glowing blue eye on his left eye. All right, it's maybe it's not really just an Undertale reference. Maybe Sans is just a Gashadokuro reference. Maybe it's the other way around, huh? Burning yellow or green or blue. I'll add that to the Wikipedia before they decide I'm giving them wrong information. Because they don't take personal excerpts probably. Gashadokuro wanders around at 2 a.m. and attacks and eats humans when it sees them. Yep. When Gashadokuro approaches, it's said to make a clattering sound with his teeth. Gachi. However, they are also known to be stealthy when approaching humans they wish to eat. So, what are y'all saying? Natalie, are we at fault for this? What caused this? There's a whole rap battle here, and Neo hasn't even realized it yet. I know there's a rap battle, but if I spend enough, if I'm gonna read it all out, I'm gonna be here forever. I want to get into the yokai at least, but I know there's I'm seeing the rap battle. I'm seeing it. Okay, I'll read it out. I live inside your head every day. Oh wait, I forgot to turn on my music. It's quiet in here. Let's get into it. Let's do another song. Less lo-fi-ish. I live inside your head every day, rent free. My influence getting bigger every day. I need some competition, cause I'm tired of being in this position, getting told to disappear like I'm a magician. We should go pop off to Mars and rap and yap to the stars. 5 Nights at Freddy's, where you at? Let's spark some animatronics, minimum wage. It's a cage battling my demons. I'm the rage on the stage. Hey, yo, AZ, where you at? Bring that rap VIP under neon lights. We'll write bars, make them deep. Got that aggressive flow, like a bullet from the hip. We gon' take the universe, never letting it slip. Hey, oh, I'm taking over your thoughts like I'm the king of the game. Got your mind on lock, but don't you feel the same? I'm scribbling these rhymes, making magic like a wizard. You're trapped in my zone. Hey. There you go. I read it. Are you happy now? Got a whole rap battle in here. And everybody fucking raise the lighters up. I'm afraid to include some things like the sussy stuff. A little bit of sussy stuff is okay. Just don't be too explicit. And don't be too explicit and don't be too political. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, these fucking skeletons. I don't know how stealthy they can be. I mean, they can be kind of stealthy, I guess. They're pretty quiet, but they're fucking 10 meters tall. I mean, so how stealthy can you really be? I guess for a 10-meter tall creature, they're as stealthy as it gets, but it's still a 10-meter tall creature. So I don't know. I don't know if I would personally describe that thing as stealthy. I definitely saw that thing, stepping over my fucking mountain. I felt an earthquake shake. It's it's sure. I disagree a little bit, but you know, Wikipedia and I don't always agree 100%. Right, we've been on for 2 hours. Nice. I'm glad. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do 2 hours. I didn't say what. I never said how long this was supposed to be. Last time our friends were rapping about nuns and how hot Ganyu is. Was that what happened? Oh, was that in the last stream? I don't remember that. As a 2,000-plus-year-old demon, how does it feel to be rapping on stream? Man, it feels better than doing haikus. I'll be honest. It's better. It feels better doing haikus and doing rakugo. You know, it's a little bit more fun than that, but it's okay. I'm feeling good. I like it. I'm enjoying it. Sion and Azeb are battling each other, and now Neo is making a music cover. What is this stream? I just happened to put on some hip hop, like Japanese, like shamisen music, rapping over some trap beats, Japanese trap beats. You missed the last stream? Oh yeah, you missed some good. You missed some good moments, Ogluke. But it's all good. No worries, man. No worries. You're here now, and that's what's important. That's a super bomber rapping. Yeah. Yo, Sion and Azeb, we got some talents here. Bars. Fucking bars. You're trapped in my zone. Is that like supposed to be like a Tezuka zone like reference? Is that like a Prince of Tennis reference, Sion? I'm curious. Was that supposed to be something else, or is that like supposed to be like a JJK thing? If that is a Prince of Tennis meme, if that's a Prince of Tennis reference, hella, you get props for that one. You'd be a real one. I haven't heard. I need someone to make a. Someone needs to make like a Tezuka zone reference in a hip hop song. Use the music in the background, it would fit perfectly. Yeah, it kind of did. Yeah, back to Sans. Okay, I agree. Thanks for reminding me. Okay. Alright, Sans. What else do you got for us? Okay, however, they're known to be stealthy when approaching humans they wish to eat. I guess they're only stealthy when they're like on the hunt for humans to eat. If they're just walking around, they don't care about being stealthy. Maybe that's what it was. So if they're actually hunting humans, maybe then I would see their ninja-like qualities of stealth. Okay, moving on. The following characteristics are not confirmed by Japanese data. The Gashadokuro are said to possess the powers of invisibility. Oh, wait. Oh, that explains the stealth. I take it back. So I guess they go invisible when they feel like it. And the one I saw was just kind of fucking with me. He was probably just laughing at me like, oh, I'm gonna freak out this little Oni dude. He's just like hanging out in his fucking cave. Hey, check it out, bro. I'm gonna make him freaking shit his pants. And just fucking walks all over my fucking house. I see you. If I really wanted to, I could kick that thing's ass, I guess. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. I don't know how strong these things are, actually. But they look scary. Well, I don't know if I wanted to fuck with it or not, really. But if you're cornered, you know, you'd be surprised what you can pull off. Okay. Possess the powers of invisibility and indestructibility. Oh, and then they're indestructible. I just... I got a whole thing about how it can kick its ass, but I forgot to read the second word. They're also indestructible, so I can't even do shit. What do we do? What do people do about these things? Since it's composed of the bones of people who are already deceased, though Shinto charms are said to ward them off. Oh, great, Shinto charms. Those things that also kind of burn my hands, right? Those things as an Oni. You know, hey, I guess it works. It works for humans. Thank God humans are around to exercise these things. So I don't have to do anything. All I have is my brute strength and my above average Oni intelligence. What can I do about that thing? What would I do? What would be my game plan? I don't know. Otherwise, the Gashadokuro will continue hunting his prey until his pent-up anger is released, causing the bones to crumple and the Gashadokuro to collapse. I feel like I did see that happen, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if that's what was going on. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Maybe I'm just making this up. Maybe I'm just making up that I saw this. I don't know. It's one of those like. That sounds so familiar. I feel like I've seen that before. It's causing the bones to crumple, and it just collapses. Am I having like a deja vu moment? What are y'all talking about here? Alternative title on art. Skeleton plays chess for Mooney. No, the music now. JJK probably. Sion is in love with his glorious blue-eyed King Gojo. Who isn't in love with Gojo though? For real. Gojo is just that kind of guy. Who wins, Sans or 8-foot tall woman? I mean, Sans is literally the weakest monster in Undertale, according to his own check. If you check him in the fight, it says it's literally the weakest monster. But he does do like crazy tricks. I don't know. Does the woman have sins crawling down her back? If the 8-foot tall woman has sins crawling down her back, causing her to take DOT damage, then maybe Sans would win. But if the woman, well, okay, let's be real. The woman is she's only a Kuchisake-Onna because she has sins. So I guess Sans would probably win. Higuruma's a mood. Higuruma is like one of the most relatable characters, second only to Nanami. Nanami being my favorite character. I want to rewatch season 1 and season 2 of JJK because I miss Nanami. I want to see some more. But if it can cut bone, then maybe. My money's on Sans, but 8-foot tall woman does have some pretty cool scissors. 8 foot, I'm sorry, but I might be cooked. But Gaster Blasters and dodging and soul telekinesis. Not only are they giant, but they can also turn invisible in no fair. Yeah, not only that, yeah, invisible and it's indestructible. Yeah, well, yeah, Sans wins. Can Sans rap? Yeah, Sans can rap. You want to hear how it sounds? Yeah, that's what sounds like when he raps. He's got bars. Too bad you can't read the text because I didn't type anything. And he has a ghost too, yeah, so basically indestructible. Nah, I'd win. AZ would win? Okay. Nah, I'd win. That is a JJK reference, right? If you want to see unfair, Martin, look at the Daedric princes. They got the reality manipulation among other mad abilities. Daedric princes are definitely crazy. In the Skyrim world especially. Can Sans beat this big skeleton? I don't know. It depends on again, same answer. It depends on whether or not the skeleton has a lot of sins that Sans can exploit for DOT damage. That he attacks him one time and he just takes like 1 damage every second. Damage over time. That's what DOT stands for. And that's like when you think about it. Whenever Sans hits you, it's only 1 damage. The only thing is that he does damage over time, which is like 1 damage over time, which is kind of OP. So if Sans can manage to do that on this thing, Gashadokuro is cooked. If Gashadokuro was made up of mostly souls of people who died of starvation or famine, they probably don't have a lot of sins on them, and Sans probably wouldn't be able to defeat that thing. Damn, uncool. Yeah, it depends on the Gashadokuro. Again, these things they're not all the same. Not all Gashadokuro are the same. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, yep. Okay. Collapse. Okay. Mythology. Let's get into the mythology. One of the first known myths of the Gashadokuro dates back to the 10th century, when it took part in a semi-historical account. During that century in Japan, Taira no Masakado, a prominent samurai from the Kanto region, was ambushed one day by 3 of his cousins due to quarreling over marriages. Why do I feel like a lot of Japanese drama tends to be like something involving marriage and relationships? Enraged by this, Masakado retaliated by burning down their residence, killing one of his uncles, Kunika. Yeah, they always end the same way. There's someone like just taking it too far to get revenge. Taira no Yoshimasa, who was either Masakado's parental uncle or cousin, there's a big difference there, probably should know that, wanted to avenge Kunika and challenged Masakado to a duel. Upon losing the duel, Yoshimasa, embarrassed by his defeat, called upon Taira no Yoshikane, another one of Masakado's relatives who fought over the same woman. Jesus, God, these... You know what? These guys are fucking thirsty. These guys are fucking thirsty as fuck. Which is why, chat, don't be like these guys. Don't be like Kunika. Don't be like Kunika. Don't be like Masakado. Don't be like Taira no Yoshikane. Stay hydrated. You don't want to become a Gashadokuro. You gotta make sure you stay hydrated, chat. Healthy relationships are better than unhealthy relationships. I tend to agree with that, Natalie. I tend to agree with that. Yeah, it's the moral of the story. Fucking drink. Stay hydrated. Hydrated you must stay, chat. Okay. Yoshikane, who was the assistant governor of Kazusa province, was easily able to gather many warriors and other officials from his province. On the day of their battle, Masakado, despite only having around 100 poorly equipped soldiers, was able to inflict heavy casualties on Yoshikane and Yoshimasa's forces, which is estimated to be 1,000 strong. I wonder if there is like a story. There might be a video on this, so I'm gonna hold off on reading the whole story, just in case there might be a video that I could react to. That'll probably be way more fun to watch. I mean, Shiogorath dropped a whole meteor on a civilization because he was bored. Damn. Shiogorath is basically Madara Uchiha, isn't he? Teaming up would be cool. Use him as a meat shield. Uncool. Okay, so you and Aza are basically like Henry and Ellie from the Henry Stickmin games. God, I should probably do a Henry Stickmin stream. It's been a while since I last saw a stream, because I watched other people stream Henry Stickmin a lot. So maybe I won't have the, like, crazy reactions, but I don't know, there's been some DLC, right? There's been some updates, so maybe there's some stuff out there that I haven't seen yet. Dude, very cool. Pretty sure you would die first, so I'm gonna use you as a meat shield. Daedric Princes are ridiculous. Play a lot of Morrowind. I need to play the older I was about to say the older Skyrim games. Oh yes, I should play the Skyrim Morrowind and Skyrim Oblivion. What's Elder Scrolls? Well, the phone is dead. Damn. You drop a sub. Thanks, Ganuo. Appreciate it, man. Shivering Isles was fun. Oh, is that stuff from Elder Scrolls? I think if people enter healthy relationships, then a bunch of these evil spirits wouldn't exist. If only it was that easy for people to have healthy relationships. Too bad so many people have so many differences where they can't have a hard time reconciling. It's a human condition. People should be more like Oni. We settle our drama very simply. We either eat each other or we kill each other, or we just live together, like, and we're friends. It's as simple as that. But then again, there's not a lot of Oni left. I'm one of the very few that are still alive. So take that what you will. Don't worry, there's gonna be more of us. You know how Oni are born? From the souls of souls of truly wicked humans. And there's a lot of wicked humans out there, so there's gonna be more Oni soon. Even if you toggle God mode, the princess can still kill you. Jesus, really? The princess are that crazy? I didn't even... Damn. I only ever played Skyrim, so I didn't really see a lot of the Daedric stuff. I just know that they have the best equipment. Healthy relationships should be normal. They should be. Hold on. Do or do not. There is no try. My friend Majima, pass the moonshine. You... I can't burp on command. You... Pass the moonshine, you must. Not drunk enough, I am. Love how we're putting off violin practice and instead of watching YouTube videos. What violin practice? Doug and Sion? You and Sion are supposed to be practicing the violin right now? Funny, you must. You are not. Hi, Combine. You're doing good. That's good. That's good to hear. I'm doing good personally. Just vibing, learning about yokai, learning about a giant skeleton right now. You should practice. It's like if it's in 3 days. 3 days? You have a concert in 3 days? Yo, that's crazy. I've never been in a concert. I'm too nervous to do something like that. Even if I did practice a lot. Yeah. Maybe if I ever actually get decent at an instrument, I would think different. Coffee! Times 6. I can't believe you signed up for this knowing you have stage fright. Yo! Damn. Hey, Siona's just trying to overcome her fears, Azeb. You gotta give her props. I, for one, am willing to give Sion props for signing up for a concert, even though she has stage fright. I wouldn't be able to do it. Good on you, Sion. I'm doing pretty good myself, procrastinating, but when am I not? I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad if you guys are gonna be procrastinating, I'm glad you're procrastinating here. It's an honor to be the one that you're procrastinating with as a streamer. I'm currently watching my dog try to go outside in the rain. What the fuck? I saw your dog, Ogluke. You weren't in the last stream. I was saying how cute your dog was in the stream. Your dog is very cute. It has the please pet me eyes. Oh, I should slap my 10-year-old self for choosing this. Oh, damn. Wait, 10-year-old self? Oh, so like you still have stage fright even though you've been like doing this since you were 10? It's like a persistent stage fright. That kind of sucks. Hope you eventually get over the stage fright, Sion. When I signed up for a thing once, I had stage fright. I still managed it. Yeah. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I believe in you. I've seen how you can draw, and if your violin playing if your drawn art is anywhere near as good as your violin playing, or vice versa, whichever way I was trying to phrase that, I think you'll do well. I don't think you have too much to be worried about. Remember, people are just humans, people on the stage that might cause you fear. That by looking at you, having a whole crowd of people just looking at you perform music, Just gotta remember, all of them are just, they're all human. They're all just human. They're all just human. All right. It's not like they're all like giant 8 foot tall, not 8 foot tall, you know, slit mouth women, ghost yokai. They're not 10-meter tall giant skeleton Gashadokuro. They're not giant 10-meter tall Gashadokuro. You know, they're just humans, right? If you've learned anything from this stream, there are so many things that are way more scary than humans. So you should not be scared of them. Do not fear them. They are mere sacks of meat. As Bender would say, they're meat bags. Is that an old reference? Is Futurama too boomer? Is that too boomer of a reference for me to make? Yes. Also, can't believe you left me to duet by myself during class. Mr. Two was roasting me badly. Got stage 3 burns. Oh my god. You got burnt? Oh wait. No, you're just. Never mind. I just got the joke. Ignore my cringe actually taking you seriously about the stage 3 burns. Sorry, not sorry, but I don't want my already low self-esteem to go down. Like I said, do not let the mere meat bags cause you fear. Okay. In modern culture, the Gashadokuro is a yokai that first appeared in print in the middle of the 20th century. In 1966, it first appeared in an article by Morihito Saito, unnamed, published in the magazine Besatsu Shoujo Friend. Besatsu Shoujo Friend, titled A Special Feature on Japanese Yokai Beside You. The following year, Shigeru Mizuki appeared in the magazine Nakayoshi blah 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 1967. At this time, Kuniyoshi's painting was used as a reference, and again appeared in Saito's article published in Besatsu Shonen King. Besatsu. And the same article was Shigeaki Yamauchi. Wow, this painting has shown up in a lot of articles. It was also published in The World's Bizarre Thriller Complete Works 2, Monsters of the World. Also published in blah blah blah. Both the illustrations in Sato's writings and Mizuki's are both based on the appearance of Gashadokuro on the giant skeleton in Utagawa Kuniyoshi's Ukiyo-e print. I'm assuming that was the one that we saw earlier on top. Takayasha and the Witch, Takayasha and the Witch Skeleton Spectre. So that's the name of this. Oh, so this actually has its own article, which is like fair because this is a really cool painting. I'm not gonna lie, I would like to get another T-shirt of this one day because it was really cool. It has no direct connection to the Gashadokuro, but is said to have influenced modern depictions. Oh, I was lied to! It's not the same thing! Kuniyoshi's print was commissioned in the Edo period by Santo Kyoden for a yomihon. It's a yomihon, Japanese book from the Edo period. Okay. Depicting a scene in which Taira no Masakado's daughter, Takayasha Hime, summons a skeleton yokai to attack the samurai Oya Taro Mitsukuni. Although originally described as many life-size skeletons, Kuniyoshi depicted as a single giant skeleton as is characteristic of his work. So, yeah, technically these things, if you look up close, it looks like one big skeleton. No, it's actually just like a bunch of skeletons making up the shape of one giant skeleton. That's what makes these things so fucking horrifying. I'll say it again and again. They're scary. Scary AF. The line I found out Sion said was a Lego Star Wars funny video where Yoda drinks coffee and goes crazy flying. And he goes, "Arr!" I like the Yoda death sound in Lego Star Wars, the old one. I can't believe they got rid of the old Yoda death stream. It's so iconic. Also, I can't believe you left me to do it by myself. Blah, blah. I already just read that. Christ, I ditched my friend and drama once ran straight out the door. Oh, damn. That sucks. But understandable. Stage fright's real. Saddest combination anyone's ever gonna eat here. What's the saddest combination anyone's ever gonna eat? Ben and Jerry's and Ben and Jerry's cookie dough on top of Cinnabon that's a day old and already has a bite in it. That's the saddest combination. For some reason, the food combinations at our table involve Cinnamon Toast Crunch a lot. $20 is $20. Wasn't me, but once our lunch table paid my friend to $5 to eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch plus Gatorade plus mozzarella cheese. Okay. That's a lot of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Isn't Cinnamon Toast Crunch a cereal? Yes, it is. Needs a baked mustard with lime juice and peppers mixed in. Oh my god. Why would you do that to yourself? I got stuck eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch with hot sauce once. What are y'all doing? What? This is just like, hey, I dare you to eat this. Haha, for the lows, $20, $20. Oh, that's what you meant by that. Okay. I guess, yeah, $20. True. I would probably do that for $20, yeah. Easiest $20 ever. You can eat them both separately, and they just end up in your stomach the same way, right? Hot sauce and cereal sounds crazy. For real. It was a bet. That makes more sense, yeah. I didn't even get paid for the hot sauce on Cinnamon Toast Crunch. See, Natalie, that's why you just never do those things for free. You always got to make sure you're like, hey, I'll do it if you pay me money, or I'll do it if you also do this equally crazy thing. Focus on BS's new shorts. Does that look like the title of this stream, Trains? It's about the Kuchisake-Onna and Gashadokuro. I'll check it out later. I've had cold noodles with copious amounts of salt and coke, orange gin at 2 in the morning. Salt and coke, orange gin at 2 in the morning. School night around a year ago. I thought for a second when you said salt and coke, I was thinking about the other kind of coke. I was like, wait a minute, this does not sound like old Ogbook. I'll write notes. Hold up. Oh my god. If I had been more creative, I would have added ranch dressing. Oh my god, I love ranch dressing, but mixing it with stuff that it's not supposed to be mixed with is like fucking vomit inducing for me. Ranch is such a strong flavor that I don't want it to be mixed with stuff it's not supposed to be mixed with. Like ranch and Coke, like ranch and like soda, it sounds fucking disgusting to me. And yes, I was sick a lot after that. Orange gin and Coke is a horrible combination. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Don't do dumb things for free. Get paid for it. Or make someone do something equally stupid. That's the quote you were talking about, Natalie? Yep, you heard it from Neo the Oni. Don't do dumb things for free. Either get paid for it or have someone else do it. Do something just as dumb. Yep, that's the only way you can win in that situation. Ranch, I'm sorry, but you are a villain to add that onto a pumpkin. Exactly. If you want to make me eat that, I'm gonna bump it up to $50. Still too low in my opinion. Anything involving ranch has instant $100. If it's like ranch that isn't anything that's like celery or like carrots or like hot wings or like French fries or like chicken or chicken nuggets, you know, like if it's like ranch mixed with like like soda or like pumpkin seeds or some shit. Yeah, that's gonna be $100 at least. Okay, last paragraph. In the entry for Gashadokuro in Mizuki's book, a related tale from Nihon Ryoki is introduced. It tells of a man in Bingo Province, Hiroshima Prefecture, who was in a field at night and hearing an eerie voice moaning, "My eye hurts," finds a skeleton there with a bamboo shoot growing from his eye socket. He removes the bamboo shoot and offers the skeleton a dried boiled rice, upon which the skeleton tells him the story of his murder and his personal theory, and rewards him for his kindness. Then the skeleton's eye turns blue, and the song Megalovania plays in the background faintly, just barely hear in the background, played through a shamisen. It goes down, 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 and then through this tale, though this tale has been conflated with that of the Gashadokuro, the two are in fact unrelated. The Gashadokuro having originated in the later half of the 20th century. Alright, time to go on to YouTube and see what happens if I search Gashadokuro. Y'all want to know how terrifying this thing is? Yo, imagine seeing this shit in the distance. All right, you just imagine just like going outside. You're just a fucking regular ass Oni, probably the weakest Oni ever, but also the smartest Oni ever. You just fucking get out of your fucking cave. You're like, hello sun, hello sky, hello fresh air, and then you just like stretch, do a little stretch, and then you look to your side and you see fucking this in the distance. You fucking see this in the distance. It's just crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. That thing is basically like a kaiju, but like scarier because it's like made up of a bunch of tiny skeletons. Oh my god. That shit. Oh my god. Imagine if this thing was still alive today and this wasn't just CGI. This looks a lot like it. But like the Shintoists figured out all the charm stuff, so you don't see these things anymore. They got like charms all over the world basically. You had like Shinto monks visiting other countries and shit, so these things just don't pop up anywhere. Not even outside of Japan. Yeah. Fuck. Well, glad I don't see anything like this anymore. It's probably the one thing that's genuinely terrified me in my lifetime. Like genuine terror. Scarier than the scariest of spooky Halloween games. Those poor rats, for real. POV, he gets exposed to an atomic bomb. Jesus. Yeah, this is it does look like an atomic bomb victim, doesn't it? on a dog, she... Hold on. Y'all are saying some crazy shit here. Wanna make me eat that? What's the craziest thing I've ever eaten? I don't even know. I guess the craziest thing I've ever eaten wasn't really anything that crazy. It was a fucking oyster, which made me sick for like a whole week. Like raw oyster. Don't ever eat raw oyster. It's not worth it. It doesn't even taste that good. It tastes okay, but it's not that good. And you get sick for a whole fucking week. Drinking coffee with Tabasco? Yo, y'all have some crazy shit. Why don't you ever talk like this in the Discord? like Tabasco. You finally drank Irish coffee? How'd you like the Irish coffee, Og Luke? I mean, I'm talking about like y'all talk about like some interesting stuff. I wish y'all would say more stuff in the Discord sometimes. Because sometimes like randomly the Discord just gets dead. And leave it on the digital footprint on Discord. No, the digital footprint on YouTube is much more obscure. Don't worry. Yeah, you're right. You're right there, Sion. You got a good point there. I think I'm an addict now. I want more. Irish coffee do be good and do hit different. I do like myself. I like alcoholic coffee in general. It's pretty good shit. Where am I gonna get a maraschino cherry in a school cafeteria? What's a maraschino cherry? Is that like one of those cherries that? Is that one of those? Is that one of those like super red cherries that like are just like covered in syrup, or is it like one of those like fancy alcoholic, the fancy cherries that people put in their alcohol or something? Sion creates aliens with ranch and pumpkin. Mix coffee with some sugar and peppers and alcohol, and then Sprite and then ice. Mix coffee with some sugar and peppers. I'll probably do all that, except I'll take out the peppers. And it'll probably actually taste pretty good. I like how you unironically make a decent drink as long as you take out the peppers. That actually sounds pretty decent. Like coffee with sugar and alcohol and Sprite and ice. That sounds kind of good, not gonna lie. But then when you add the peppers, that's when it starts to get kind of crazy. Little red cherries and ice cream or alcoholic beverages, either or. Oh, okay. I just didn't know that's what they were called. They're called maraschino cherries. I just call them cherries. But like I know like they're pretty different from just like regular cherries. They don't even look the same, quite frankly. Speaking of, I'm out of it. You're out of are you saying you're out of alcohol, or you're saying you're out of Irish coffee in particular? Damn. When I get to 200 subs, I'm probably gonna do another drinking stream. Probably gonna get drunk again. 200 subs, you heard it here. That's gonna be fun. Just don't drink whiskey, Og Luke. Look, I don't have any left in my fridge. I am running low on myself. But okay, I did want to at least watch one video here. What's a good? Oh, this one was just dropped 5 hours ago. Hey yo, Mythology Unleashed. What a fucking coincidence. This guy is also getting into like some spooky month, doing stuff for spooky month. All right, Mythology Unleashed. That's what you got to say here. Oh, that stream. Yeah, the stream where you're drinking whiskey. I think I'm gonna assume that's the whiskey. Whiskey does have a different effect than some other alcohol sometimes. It do be like that. But be careful. It puts you in a pretty dark place if I recall correctly. Okay, so Mythology Unleashed just dropped a video today, 5 hours ago. Wow, we must have been sharing a fucking brain cell. This already got like 1,000 views. Pretty good shit. Let's see what he has to say about this. I'm gonna like the video automatically just for sharing the brain cell with me.
Told each other tales of how they came to be, of heroes and monsters, romance and tragedy.
In fact, I'll even subscribe.
Mythology helped shape the ancient world, explaining the unexplainable.
How loud is this?
This
it's a little bit loud.
Mythology Unleashed.
It's a little bit loud. But I don't want it to be too quiet either.
In many cultures, human skeletons have been associated with dark and chilling imagery. Some legends have monsters and revenants that resemble human
That's why I chose the Gashadokuro, because it's a skeleton, spooky, scary skeleton.
Even the Grim Reaper, the artistic incarnation of death from medieval Europe, was popularly depicted as a cloaked skeleton with a scythe.
Grim Reaper used to be like my favorite Halloween costume once upon a time. I always liked the idea of like I was a big fan of the TV show Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and I always liked the Grim Reaper in that. And he was funny, but he was also really cool. I liked his Jamaican accent. yeah. He was that was one of my favorite characters ever in anything.
But one skeletal monster from Japanese mythology stood head and ribcage above all the others.
Head and ribcage
Gashadokuro.
above all the others. Very clever skeleton pun.
Gashadokuro,
Stay hydrated, by the way.
whose name translates to rattling skeleton, or skeletal giants
Hydration
wander
check.
the countryside in the dead of night.
Gojira skeleton, for real, it
Some
is.
are said to be up to 10 meters, or just shy of 33 feet in height.
That's why they're so
Though some
fucking scary.
depictions of them show them as being taller than ancient trees.
How come nobody
As
ever
they
talks
move
about these
about,
guys?
Their teeth chatter. And
There
their
needs to be like
bones
more video
rattle,
game
echoing
enemies
through the night
that look like
and
this.
freezing the marrow of any who happen to hear them. But when on the hunt, the monsters make no sound at all, silently
That's
creeping up on
insane.
their
They're
victims
actually scarier than I thought they
before
were.
crushing them in their bony hands,
The fact
and
that they,
biting off their head.
oh my god, they do that?
Whereas a traditional
Why do they have to?
mystically
What?
animated skeleton was once a human
Why?
being
That's so violent.
who died and whose body decayed to bones. A single Gashadokuro.
Hold on, I need to.
Whereas a traditionally mystically animated skeleton was once a human being.
Oh,
who
it's just like a
died and
small
whose
skeleton.
Body decayed to bones. A single Gashadokuro
Mhm.
was made up of many dead bodies, welded
Yeah.
into a gigantic demonic being.
Yeah. Did
The
someone
deceased
draw
were most
like a
likely
version
to
of
become
that?
Gashadokuro, were soldiers
Like all the
whose
skeletons
bodies
are
were
just
left
like
to rot
forming
on
a giant skeleton?
battlefields. Victims of famine or plague piled in ditches,
Yeah.
and those who died in the wilderness and were not granted proper funerary rites.
Yeah, that's why you gotta bury the dead.
Unable to pass on to the next life, their souls were damned for eternity, with everlasting anger, pain, and hate in their hearts that remained long after their flesh had decayed.
I feel like most yokai are like
As their
that's like
bodies
the origin story for like
their
most
anger
yokai, isn't it?
turned to supernatural vengeance
They
against the
die
living,
when they have
twisting
vengeance
the
in their
bones
hearts.
of hundreds of corpses.
Now that
weaving
is
them together
now that is actually
into
pretty.
one
Look at that. That is some fucking metal shit right there. I wish it was like a little bit more like just like a bunch of skeletons just kind of like piling on top of each other and like forming a skeleton, right? But like this is also kind of crazy where you see it's like a bunch of corpses just kind of like forming it.
of hundreds of corpses, weaving them together into one mass.
There's a
And they're
lot
given
of
a
art
new
of this
undead
thing. I
life
didn't realize.
as Gashadokuro. The monster's overwhelming hatred of humanity
Yeah.
would lead it to prey upon human beings and no other living creature.
That was like a remake of that classic drawing
Unlike
I was
other
showing.
man-eating monsters of legend, who eat humans
Jesus.
as means of sustenance, the Gashadokuro eats
See, that's
people
what
simply because
that's
it
the one I
can,
saw. It looked like
rather
that,
than
except
because
it was
need to, grinding them with their teeth
more detailed.
and swallowing
Damn.
them into a dark abyss. To make matters all the scarier, the Gashadokuro have no known
Okay, this
weaknesses. They are too large and they are too powerful.
If I wasn't so scared of these things, this would make a crazy cool like iPhone or phone like wallpaper, like a vertical wallpaper. This is actually kind of sick. This guy is fucking dead, by the way. This guy looks like this guy looks cool. He's posing. He looks like he's ready to fight this thing, but he's gonna die. You can't do shit against this thing. This thing is indestructible, literally.
To be fought or killed.
That guy is like final
And so
moments
the
before death.
Gashadokuro maintain their existence until
Okay,
the
yeah,
energy
yeah,
and
that's
knowledge stored up in
that's the what. This is the one. This is the one I saw. It looked a lot like this. Bro, it's fucking crazy looking when you get all close up to it.
skeletal bodies has run its course, falling in the wild and dissipating into a demonic mist. Gashadokuro appear in a number of
Nope,
myths
nope,
and
nope, nope,
urban
nope, nope,
legends
nope, nope,
throughout
nope, nope,
Japan.
nope, 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 nope,
But
nope,
perhaps the
nope,
most
nope, nope, nope,
famous
nope, 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 nope,
involves the
nope.
real-life figure Taira no Masakato.
I don't like to be bored. I don't want
a
to be bored.
renowned samurai warrior from the Kanto region. In the 10th century CE,
Oh, it's the story.
Masakato ignited a rebellion in Kyoto.
That's the story I was
referred
reading
to
earlier.
as the Tengyo no Ran, attacking major outposts and conquering strong provinces. In order to quell this revolt, the Kyoto officials put a price on his head,
Unkillable but not unbeatable.
and the call was
True,
answered
true.
by Masakato's own cousin.
If I was a Shinto priest, I could probably do something like that, but I'm not a Shinto priest. Unfortunately, I am a mere Oni. I could, you know what? It is indestructible. Oni can actually destroy things that are indestructible. So what am I saying? I'm just not a very strong Oni. But I guess technically, if I try hard enough, I probably would be able to kill it, according to the rules of Undead Murder Farce.
The Kyoto officials
I am able to
put a
kill
price
immortal
on his
beings.
head, and the call was answered by Masakato's own cousin, Taira no Saramore, and Fujiwara no Hidesato, who beheaded him for the promised reward. According to legend, Masakato's daughter, Takayasha Hime, was
That was
a
the part we
renowned
didn't get to.
sorceress. Vowing
Ah.
revenge against her father's killers, she conjured up the first Gashadokuro with the bones of those who had fought alongside
Oh,
her
she's the
father,
reason why these things
and
exist?
unleashed her skeletal monster upon Kyoto. It ransacked the city, demolishing buildings.
Maybe I heard of her.
and
Sounds kind of
consuming all
familiar.
who strayed into its path, until the beast recovered Masakato's head and returned it to Shibasaki, the fishing village that would go on to
Damn,
become
that's
Tokyo.
crazy. It was just like a fucking necromancer that fucking summoned this thing. Okay, that makes sense.
And the Gashadokuro would be tied to his legend. Skeletons are commonplace in dark fantasy and horror imagery,
Yeah, like
but none
Dwyers
are
and
as massive in
not
scale
Dwyers,
as the Gashadokuro.
Draugrs.
Formed
Yeah, it's
from
like a super
violent
Draugr.
rage that refused to die with the body, and metamorphosed into a giant skeleton many times. the
Attack on
size of a
Titan.
human being.
Yeah, it does. It does
These
kind of remind me of
reptiles
Attack on Titan,
were among
actually.
the most menacing ever imagined.
I was gonna make the reference, but I
With
forgot
their
to.
immense size, strength, nigh invulnerability, and compulsion to
Yeah,
hunt
so
and
this is
devour
basically
any
what
human
Attack on Titan
being
was
that they
based
come
on, huh?
across. The Gashadokuro
I
are
guess that makes
truly
sense.
nightmarish creatures. If you ever hear an eerie rattling sound out in the dark,
Fucking A.
it
The
would be
giant
wise to
silhouette
run.
is scary as fuck, yo. I don't recommend. I recommend you run away as far as you can if you ever see that thing in the distance. Because you never know. It might just turn invisible, sneak up on you, and then eat you. It's just how yokais roll. It's just how yokais roll sometimes. Yeah. Okay, I think I feel like we've learned a decent amount. There's not a lot of crazy depth to it. Oh yeah, oh, Natalie, you watched Undead Murder Farce? Hell yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking about. It's fucking good, right? Yeah. Dang, so I told you. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it. It's like, honestly, I think it's super underrated. I just can't believe I only heard about it now. It only came out last year. And nobody was talking about it. Like, no one. But apparently anybody who has seen it hypes it up like crazy. Chocolate plus M&Ms plus tomato sauce plus cheddar cheese, and on top of it with all the other things I commented, and eat for $1,000. And eat it for $1,000. I will do that. Wait, what was all the other stuff? Wait, I shouldn't talk. I shouldn't say that. I was saying I got a little bit bold there, and I saw the $1,000 figure. I'm surprised it's barely talked about. It's insanely good. Yeah, it's got like something for everything, right? It's got like the murder mysteries. It's got like dung dung. It's got the murder mysteries. It's got like historical. It's got historical figures. Some of them are historical. It's got like fucking Aleister Crowley, right? He's a real person. It's got fictional characters from like across across time, you know. It's got good fights. It's got a good story. It's got really good characters. Under Murder Farce, really good anime. I can't wait for the next season. I really can't. Yeah, maybe I might even read the manga if I don't hear about a season 2 coming out soon. I'll probably read the manga or the light novel if that's a light novel. I'm not sure what it is yet. Imagine it tasted like spaghetti, then it's bearable. It's only gonna taste like spaghetti because of all the tomato sauce. Do you guys know what balut is? You guys ever heard of balut? So then it's not indestructible if an Oni can destroy it. Well, like, is it immortal if an Oni can kill it? Yet they still call themselves immortal, right? You just don't understand the utter destructive power of an Oni. Ogluke, have you ever played the... have you ever heard of the game Neo? It's so funny when I actually read it out loud, if I say the name out loud. There's a game called Neo, which I plan to play eventually. Mostly, at first I was thinking it's gonna be interesting to play because of just the fact that it's like if you say it out loud, it sounds like I'm saying my name. But it also just so happens that Neo, the game, not me, is about like a yokai. I think it's like a hack and slash game involving yokai and shit. And like one of the bosses, I think Shootin' Doji is one of the bosses too. Even so, like some of the most powerful enemies that you face in this game are in fact Oni. I mean, they're top tier Oni, that's for sure. But man, have you seen what these guys can do? I saw a few cutscenes. They're like fucking. They're like near galaxy level galaxy level threats. Near galaxy level threats. Not quite galaxy level, but close enough. But yeah, this is something for. This is a future game, but this is probably gonna be sometime after like DMC. Right, I want to play DMC. Maybe I might play this before Metal Gear Solid, or maybe at the same time. I don't know how I'm feeling about that though. Like I might play this before or while I play Metal Gear Solid. But yeah, it's gonna be sometime after the Yakuza games, sometime after Resident Evil and DMC. Let's go back in my room real quick. Bro, what that's gonna smell like the game Fallout 4, I'm telling you. It's gonna smell like a wasteland. If immortality is true, then it shouldn't die, and you can say you're immortal, but you can still die. Nah, you're just super strict with the English language. Sometimes there's exceptions. Sometimes words are only used descriptive, used to describe what can be. Sometimes words can only describe what is within the human imagination. But then once you experience something beyond the imagination of human, then but then like sometimes it defies what you think is immortal. Immortality means the inability to die. Yeah, Dracula can say he's immortal, but he can still die through other means. Yeah. But I don't know. People like to say that. If they say they're immortal, it doesn't have to mean they're strictly immortal. They're like immortal asterisk. I mean, are you gonna really tell Dracula, the guy who can't die for the most part, that he's not really immortal? He'd probably kill you for saying that. I'm not gonna challenge him on that. I wouldn't challenge Dracula on that. I'm stronger than most vampires, but Dracula is the one guy I would not test. That guy is crazy. Alucard from Helsing is actually immortal since he absorbed Schrodinger's cat. Well, before he absorbed Schrodinger's cat, he was near immortal. People would still call him immortal either way. Use a cross on him with sunlight. Yeah, that's true. True, huh? Give him some sunlight. He's not so immortal anymore after that. Does that actually affect Alucard? I don't remember. All I know is that Alucard was like, there was like a whole problem with Alucard trying to like cross the ocean. They put him on a fucking boat and shit. They had to do like all these crazy things to make it so that he can cross and functionally immortal. Sometimes people just say words in an exaggeratory way. It gets the idea across. But, you know, it's a lot easier to say this person's basically immortal, or this guy's like an immortal, rather than like, okay, so this guy's kind of immortal, but only other these certain conditions that this guy can die. If he's fighting an Oni that has the power to kill an immortal, then this person is not really immortal. I don't know. It doesn't have a nice ring to it. People would just rather just say the word immortal. Exactly. Easier to say just immortal because it's less words. But then, over time, it does become a language problem when people are saying things that aren't actually 100% accurate. Because people will eventually begin to believe that it is immortal. So I get where you're coming from for sure. I get where you're coming from for sure. But, you know, just the way that people talk sometimes. We need a word for near immortal. I think near immortal is fine. Semi-immortal also works fine. Pseudo-immortality? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think that works. So pseudo-immortal. But people just like to say immortal because, like, it sounds cooler to say. Semi-mortal. Well, then when you combine the words like that and you say semi-mortal, it just sounds like you're just like barely mortal. Barely mortal. Gotta put 2 I's in that one. 2 I's and another M. Or at least another M, I guess. Semi-mortal sounds like you're mortal, but you're semi-mortal. That makes it seem like maybe it actually does kind of work. Actually, maybe it does work, huh? Semi-mortal would mean you're mortal, but not really. Almost mortal. What does it mean to be almost mortal? It's like, if you're almost mortal, does that make you immortal? Is mortality something that can be semi? I don't know. I'm thinking too hard about it. Like Dante's level of immortality. Yeah. I don't know that much about Dante, but I'll take your word for it. I did see his death battle with what do you call it? With Bayonetta. Very, very hard to kill, but still killable. Yeah, exactly. Oh, wait a minute. I did want to check out Bands of Trains short video that he just made. I can check that out real quick. What was this one? Is it this one? Is it the did that tree just speak
Gromit?
Vietnamese?
Did that tree just speak Vietnamese? Gromit? Did that tree just speak Vietnamese?
Oh, is this why you were saying that earlier?
Gromit? Did that tree just speak?
Oh yeah, I watched your video. You can stop drinking Clorox. What was the other one? What is this? The Crow? I still have yet to see this movie.
Aren't we all?
I'm sure if I watched The Crow, I'd get it. Otherwise, you're a pear-shaped plum. What? Both? Your choice M80? Don't drink Clorox? I don't know. What is this one? How I take it? Oh, I already saw this one. I like it though. You are a full Jacinto. Did he say Heil Hitler? Sounds like he said Heil Hitler. This is crazy. When you have a fight over movies. Oh, I want to see this. I haven't seen this one yet.
It's my turn to pick the movie this time. Bro, you and I both agreed we would marathon Predator first. Yeah, and just like that franchise, you become shittier and shittier each time.
Oh my god. Over movies? You do this over movies? Yo. Damn.
No.
Okay, I do like this one. I think one of those people, one of these two, probably has really bad taste in movies, and that's why it got that crazy. You don't pull a gun over a movie. I don't pull a gun over a movie, but I don't know. I would pull a katana over a movie, but maybe not a gun. I would go with something less drastic. Well, there are the 1994 film. Let me go back in my room. Well, there are the 1994 film and the recent 2024 film with the Bill Skarsgård. What? Bill Skarsgård. Pretty Faithful reenactment. Oh, is it The Crow? Huh. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I think we've talked about. I don't know if it was. I think Trains was probably part of that conversation. I do remember talking about The Crow with somebody in chat. I think you may have been there too, Ogbluk. Maybe it was just you two. It's like that one uncle that gets very political after a few drinks. I have my cousin that's basically that guy. I'm like the uncle that doesn't get political. Well, I have a cousin that yeah, he gets super political, and he doesn't even need drinks. I think he had an alcohol problem, so he stopped drinking. But yeah, you don't really need it. You don't need much to get him into talking about politics. And I'm like, yeah, this is why I don't really like hanging out with you anymore on Christmas and holidays and shit. Because every conversation eventually turns into a political conversation with this guy. And it's like, It's not the vibe anymore. It's not a. You weren't always like this. We used to talk about nerd shit. We used to talk about like cool movies and anime and video games and shit. But now all you ever want to talk about is politics. I don't want to go hang out on Thanksgiving anymore. See, my no politics rule is not just for streams, it's also for family. But you know how Onis can be sometimes. Get into an argument over a movie and you're getting Shank's Cat 3000. Fortunately, the recent film flopped hard on a $50 million budget, but was only making $23 million. Yikes. Yikes. You hate to see it. Damn. Wait, what was that one? Yeah. I think, oh yeah. That was a fun little, learning about, Kuchisake-Onna and Gashadokuro. It was fun learning about those two yokai. I've been wanting to learn about them. Well, maybe not the Kuchisake-Onna. I was just kind of looking for a second yokai, and I felt like that one fit the bill. But I did want to learn more about the Gashadokuro for a while now. And I'm glad I finally got to get around to it. And I'm glad I got to share it with you. You guys in chat. We have to learn together. Yeah, I hope more video games and more anime use this creature in media. I think it would work. I think it would work for a lot of things. I don't see enough. But yeah, it was also really just fun seeing like I just like seeing chat get like randomly unhinged about like random shit like rap battles and random food shit. And food mixes. That was silly. I like to keep it pretty casual on these research streams even. Like the research streams are meant to be a little bit like a informal, a little bit of a hangout stream, more or less. Just hang out, but with a little theme to keep things centered. So I don't mind if things get a little bit derailed during these ones. Yeah. If it was like stuff that wasn't fun to read, then maybe I might have a problem with it. But I was enjoying reading what y'all were saying. One more question before I depart. Are you talking about me? Because I'm about to go? I'm about to head out soon too. Just a small query. What query language are you using? Are you using SQL? Are you using MySQL? Are you using SQLite? How many breads have you eaten in your lifetime? I don't know. How many humans have you killed in your lifetime? How many Oni have you eaten in your lifetime, Ogluke? How about that? That's the question I have for you. Do you count how many Oni you eat? Do you count how many Oni you eat? I don't. I haven't. As if you remember from my my Oni stream, Oni folklore stream, Oni are cannibalistic, and I've eaten my fair share of Oni over the years. I've probably eaten more Oni than I have eaten breads. If you want to know. What is the 2.5? That is a good question. What the hell is that 0.5? You're in a wheelchair? Jesus. Jesus. Well, I hope to God that you're memeing there. But not bad. But yeah, the sick JoJo reference. Anyway, I'm going to head out, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. This was a fun stream. I've never sure how these like research type streams go, and like again, these are just essentially like just my excuse to do a little slight hangout stream without any gaming. So I had fun. Mission accomplished. And it seems some other people, you know, we had a few people had some fun during this stream too. Mission accomplished. I'm glad some people had some fun. I hope y'all had some fun hanging out. But yeah, thanks. Thanks for hanging out. I hope see you in the next stream. 10 out of 10 would join the research stream again. Glad to hear it, because I would like to do more. It's not always going to be yokai research. One of these days I'll think of another thing to research that isn't just yokai. But I do want to research more yokai eventually. That's gonna I made a playlist for it. Research fun, yeah. This is it's nice to learn about interesting little cultural things. Should research my homework. Wait, depends what your homework is. Definitely would research again. Hell yeah, alright. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing another research stream this month. But I am planning on doing another tier list stream. I've talked about it before. I think it was during my Dead Space stream. I think I was talking about it with Natalie. Biology? Damn, biology. Is it a human biology or? Wait, no, that was physics. Oh, I mean, I know a little bit about biology, but I mean, I'm sure there's ways to make biology interesting. I don't know. I wonder if I do kind of think about doing that as a challenge. I'm not saying I want to do it, but I've thought about it. What if I made I did a research stream on a super boring topic, or a topic that's not meant to be as fun as a yokai research, right? Just a class subject like biology, right? Or math or something. And what if I could somehow make it interesting? I doubt I have that ability. I don't think I can do that. I'm not Bill Nye or anything like that. I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm not or Carl Sagan. All right, I'm not that good. But I like to imagine that if I could pull it off, I'd like to try it out one day. No promises though. I'd have to feel confident about it first. But I'm not gonna try it out. I'm gonna keep it to fun research streams on fun topics. So, but yeah, the next stream is going to be a tier list stream. I'm gonna be doing post it on Discord. Bet someone would post the answers. Yeah, post it on general. I'd be curious if somebody would do that. But yeah. It's not gonna be the next stream, but I think maybe sometime next week or the week after that, maybe a candy tier list, Halloween candy tier list stream. Look forward to it. It's gonna be a future non-gaming stream. But I gotta get back into the games after this. Next few streams gonna be mostly gaming. I got a whole list of games to get through. Actually, I already feel bad for her for her fault for not being in the same period as me. Who am I supposed to talk to? You're supposed to talk to ChatGPT for that kind of stuff, Natalie, not your friend. Why bother your friend when you could bother an AI over that stuff? Come on. That's what we have ChatGPT for. That's what we have AI for. What was the point of making AI if it wasn't for just going on that website to just like do all your homework and shit. That's what AI is for. But yeah. I'm about to head out tomorrow. No stream tomorrow. But on Friday, it's gonna be more Dead Space. I don't know how long that's gonna be. I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna see if I can do it early-ish. I'm gonna try to finish Dead Space on the next stream. I don't know if it's gonna hit 10 hours again. Maybe it will. Very high chance it will. Too tired to sleep. I'm gonna stay up. That is okay. Too tired to sleep. I'm gonna stay up. Ogbluke 2024. Ogbluke the Wise 2024. That's a classic Ogbluke catchphrase right there. That is very much something you would say. But yeah, and Saturday, I'm gonna attempt once more to go for like a 12-hour stream with Omori. I'm gonna see. I don't know if it's gonna end up being 12 hours, because I don't know how much left of the game I have left to do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a 12-hour Omori stream this Saturday. No promises, but I'm gonna try it. I think Omori is probably a better game to try 12-hour streams for, rather than something like Dead Space, which exhausted me. But maybe that was just because I started late. So I'm gonna push the stream time a little bit earlier on Saturday, so I can see if I can do that 12-hour thing. Who sleeps when they're tired anyways? Not me. Definitely not me. Especially not last night. I was super tired. I ended up falling asleep around 5 a.m. Then I woke up at 9 a.m. and I'm like, it's okay. 4 hours is enough. It's if you may or may not have noticed, I'm a little bit low energy today. That's what that was. That's why. It just I did not get my usual amount of sleep. I've been trying to wake up at a consistent time, but the problem is I don't fall asleep at a consistent time. Wait, is rattly an insult? I would imagine that it sounds like an insult. Oh, you like rats, so it's fine. Oh, in what context would you want to call Natalie rattly? It all depends on how you use it, Ogbluke. The several names would help. Nat, Mark. I made a typo and that happened. Jacob. Oh yeah. Because it's funny. Okay, that's a good context. If she is like okay, what if she like dresses up as like a rat for Halloween? It's like a rat costume for Halloween, and it's like you just say, "Hey everyone, I'm Rattly." And then people would be like, it's not even like it's like a lazy Halloween costume. It's like all she does is like wear like the ears and put like makeup and like on like for the whiskers and the nose, you know, and be like, hey everyone, I'm Rattly, and then people are like, aha, that's a shitty costume, but it's a clever name, so I fuck with it. Hey Rattly, now depending on what you say after that, I'll decide if I should take it as an insult or not. Exactly. But think about it, Natalie. Rattly Halloween costume. If you run out of ideas on what to dress up as, that is your backup. That is your official plan B. If you can't think of a good one, if plan A ever fails, if you can't think of a good Halloween costume, there you go. I'll give it to you. You can have it. That's your you know. I came up with the idea, but you know, you could say you came up with it. You don't even have to quote me. You don't have to source me at all. Say it was original. It was an original idea. You have rats. You have cats, right? I'm like, I'm rat brain right now. You have cats. Oh my god, the cats would freak out if they saw Rattly. All right, bet Cataly. That also might be an insult. That could. I feel like that could also be just as easily an insult. But I don't know. She likes cats, so I guess it's maybe not. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it for me. Yeah, again, I didn't get a lot of sleep, so I'm a little bit tired. I am pretty tired, so I'm gonna head out. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Thanks for hanging out, Natalie. Thanks for hanging out, Ogluke. Yo, Ogluke, if you haven't seen my if you anything can be an insult if you use it in that manner. Exactly. Good point. That's a good point. If you haven't seen my outro yet, I did update it. So, yeah, you can check it out. Hope you all have a good one. Have a good night. Yeah, Martin's been here the whole time. Why do you think I made him a mod? He's around. But yeah, have a good day. Have a good rest of your day, y'all. And bye.
Thank you.